Hello, Meeple. Today we are playing D&D with some new players. And by the way, all new characters. You've never met any of these characters before. So our first player is my cousin Coral. You've seen her in the Dramatic Sleepover with my cousins. And you might see her in future videos. And here's my mother, introduced in Making Chocolate and Never Seen Again. This is her first time playing D&D, like, ever. So cut her some slack, don't bully her. And now Dad, decide where we go next.
Should we introduce the adventure and then introduce the characters?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so this is my first time doing an adventure out of a book, or certainly on camera, so we'll see how this goes. We're running something from a book called Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel. So this is information new to everybody else at the table. The Radiant Citadel is this kind of island floating in space. There's a big gem that goes through the middle. I don't know if this will be picked up on the camera, but just sort of at the table can kind of see. That's the Radiant Citadel. It's honestly not going to be a factor in today's adventure. One of the things that the Radiant Citadel is, it can kind of be used to transport people from like one dimension or one area to another.
Make sure you all speak loudly so the microphone can pick up.
So in today's adventure, we're going to be visiting this place that has a marketplace, and the adventure will take place in the marketplace. So should we do a quick introduction of our characters, just kind of like name what they are and a quick background? We don't have to read the whole story. There's a table of contents.
Okay, yeah, let's do that in alphabetical order of our character names.
Well, I don't know if everybody
Mine is Carmelita.
Okay, then you go first.
I'm gonna read mine.
First say like your background names, species, and class.
Yeah, I think people are most identified with the species and what you are. Are you a barbarian? Are you a wizard?
So is it this first level Hexblade Warlock?
Mm-hmm.
Background Noble Duchess. Race Goliath.
Yes.
Alignment Lawful.
They don't need to know your alignment, but lawful good, that means that you cannot break the law.
You have to
Wait, I
follow the
can't
rules.
break the law.
That's what lawful good means.
How do I change that?
That's what we thought. We're thinking you're probably neutral or maybe chaotic good at best.
How about chaotic good? Can I change that? I'll just cross out lawful.
No, that's be lawful good. Wait, hang on. I gotta get a book to see.
Okay, I'll be reading about my character. Her name's Carmelita, but she goes by Elita. She's the daughter of Prince Henry. She was born during a total solar eclipse, which her people believe makes her the chosen one, sent from the gods to change the world. Because of this, she's been protected and specially trained in both academics and combat. She's beloved by her people, and she reciprocates that love. She's diplomatic, powerful in her words, and capable in all she undertakes. Her mission is to make a better world for her people and all the creatures of the world. She's very driven in her mission, and she is guided in her work by the gods. Her father wanted a male heir and was disappointed that Elita was born a girl. Because of that, Elita has spent her entire life trying to win the approval of her father, but she's never felt good enough for him. When she was 16, she met a Hexblade who coaxed her into making a deal. The Hexblade gave her magical powers, making her virtually unstoppable. And in return, Elita must fulfill any request that the Hexblade makes for the duration of her life. She physically cannot refuse the request, even if it's against her own mission or morals. See, so she has to be able to break the law. Elita is now 18 and more powerful than anyone among her people. She's practically forgotten about the deal she made with the Hexblade, and the Hexblade has patiently waited for Elita to come into her full power before making its first request. It is her destiny to work within the two worlds, shadow and light, for 2 decades before she finally will figure out how to master the shadow world of the Hexblade, thus transcending it into light. Until then, She will have to learn how to balance and counteract the negative effects of the work she does for the Hexblade while continuing her light work in the world.
Okay, Mother.
So-
it looks like it can be any good alignment, which is lawful good, neutral good, or chaotic good.
Let's do chaotic good. So
Chaotic good means creatures act as their conscious directs with low regard for what others expect. Copper dragons and unicorns are typically chaotic good. I feel like you would
that sounds like me.
I feel like you
anyway.
would be more of a neutral good. Folk do the best they can to help others according to their needs. I feel like you'd be more of a neutral
But
good.
she has to be able to help the Hexblade.
Okay then.
Let's go with chaotic good.
Okay. Nobody else wants to change their alignment, right?
Okay, I'm ready to move on. You know about my character now.
Okay. Okay. Then next in alphabetical order would be what's your?
I'm Titus, so I think I'm
Titus?
last. I think you're next, so then.
Okay, yeah, I would be next. So my character is Hazel. Fun fact: she's actually the first character I ever created, but I never got to use her for a full adventure. So Hazel is a furbulg, which means like she's basically a kind of a blue giant, and she can understand plants. She can talk to plants and animals, but they're most famous for plants. She is a level 1 warlock, and she is an outlander, which if you're watching this, then you probably know what an outlander is, and if you don't, just look it up. Okay, and here's her backstory. When Hazel was 8 years old, her village was attacked by humans. The rest of the furbulks were taken captive by scientists. Hazel was able to escape and started a life in the forest. Alone, Hazel went to the plants for help. They led her to a pack of wolves that would take her in as one of their own. Their leader was missing his right ear due to previous encounters with hunters. After 2 years, Hazel formed a deep bond with the wolves. She prayed to the Great Old One for a way to protect them. The Great Old One responded by gifting her with warlock powers. Hazel went on to develop an inside joke with the wolves of picking them up in a great big hug when they least expected. 17 years after she met the wolves, Hazel was discovered by Luna and Nather, the 2 amateur adventurers. They gave her an offer to let her travel with them. Hazel thought it was too good to be true at first, but after a convincing conversation with them, she accepted. She kissed her wolves goodbye, then left to travel with the adventurers, not knowing she would spend the next 3 years of her life with them. So Nather used to be somebody in my party, but my cousin Mason decided he didn't want to play D&D anymore. So yeah, Nather no longer exists. He's no longer canonical.
I thought that Nazar doesn't exist. He's just retired.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
he got sick after eating too much grass.
Okay.
So
And also, y'all may think that 17 years is a long time, but it's actually not that much. In Furbulg years, it's like 10 years, I guess. I don't know. And Hazel's 28 years old, but in Furbulg years, that balances out to like 16 or 17. Okay. Now you.
I don't like speaking.
Okay. Well, Luna, she was mentioned in my backstory, and now you go. Go, Coral.
I don't like speaking.
Do you want to
Just
read
tell
Luna?
tell them what they need to know, and then you can be done. Okay?
What do you mean? You have a YouTube channel, Coral.
Yeah, but I don't like speaking.
Okay, what do I need to say? So Luna is a sorcerer, level 1. Her background is entertainer, and her race is Eladrin?
I don't know.
It's
We say Eladrin, I
it's
think.
a type of elf in the Fae
Okay,
world,
a type of elf.
and then she doesn't have a backstory. I mean, she does, but Coral didn't type it out, and now she's forgotten. So,
So she exists.
yes, she
Okay.
exists, and she discovered Hazel sometime.
Okay.
Alright, so it's my turn. Okay, so my character's name is Titus. He is a Leonin, which is kind of a lion humanoid. He's a barbarian. His background is that he used to be, or I guess he most recently has been a gladiator. His alignment is neutral good. His backstory is a little on the shorter side. His pride, right, his family, his tribe he used to live with, was slaughtered in battle, and Titus, the lone survivor, was enslaved as a gladiator. After many years, he has won his freedom. He yearns to accomplish great feats worthy of his people, and he dreams every night of the female he once swore to love for eternity.
Oh no.
Is her name Flora?
Yes.
Now the whole internet knows who you're dating, Dad. Okay, so Hazel and Luna already know each other, and the rest don't know each other. So.
Okay, so our little band of adventurers has met at the Radiant Citadel. We've been brought there for different reasons.
Except for that Hazel and Luna got like a shared invitation.
Okay, so they were invited. We all found ourselves there for one reason or another, but we happened to run into each other and become acquaintances. And we were discussing good places to eat. And Titus said, "Hey, I know just the place." So that brings us to where we are. We just landed in a land called Sabsumko. And we are specifically coming here to visit the night market, which is called here we go, the Din Sing Night Market. All right. So as the sun dips below the horizon, the Din Sing Night Market twinkles to life, gradually igniting in a dazzling display. The smells of food carts filled with pot stickers, coconut desserts, spiced meats, sticky buns, and more drift amid bright bouquets of glowing flowers and magical lights in the shapes of vendors' wares and whimsical mascots. Crowds of shoppers wander the stalls, drawn by the colors, smells, and music. All right, so that's the opening. We arrive. We wander around, kind of take in the lights, the smells.
What side is this alignment?
He is neutral good.
Okay. Neutral good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does anybody have any specific things they would like to do or explore?
Well, I want to eat pot stickers.
Yeah, me
Alright.
too.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, wow. That sounds good. I guess wish we hadn't ordered pizza. Let's see.
Wait, is that the Muppet theme song?
I don't know. I'm just singing random things.
So happy in here.
All right. So I think we may find ourselves visiting the TMO noodle shop, and they offer vegetarian noodle bowls made with handmade noodles, and fresh
Vegetarian?
green, yes,
Yeah.
and fresh green tree beans. It seems like this might be the type of place. A noodle shop will probably have pot stickers, right?
Yes, that's fine. Except pot stickers usually have like pork or something in them.
Yeah, but they make vegetarian ones.
Yeah, edamame pot
her,
stickers.
the edamame ones that she gets.
Yeah.
They are. I tell you what, they're one gold piece, a piece. But Titus, because he's the one that has suggested we all come here, he's offering to pay for everybody. So I'm gonna cough up 4 of my gold pieces
Out of?
out of 15. So this is a pretty significant investment for me.
Well, if he's paying, I also want a coconut dessert.
Well, you can pay for that yourself.
Well, I come from noble heritage, so I have money.
All right.
You don't have that much money. You only have 15 gold
So
pieces.
your money
What?
would be. So you have more than I do. You have 25 gold pieces.
25? Okay, but still, that's not that much compared to what the other characters I have.
Then I'll skip the dessert.
Oh, okay. I was just like that. So I'll do my best to keep track of stats for you guys, but we'll see. So yeah, so we're sitting there, we're enjoying our delicious meal of pot stickers and no dessert because we're all trying to stay fighting fit, I guess. And there's some shouting that rises over the sounds of haggling shoppers and the sizzle of cooking street food. A shrill voice cries out, "Give it back, you little thief!" "No, you're the thief," requires a youngster with a panicked squeak. An instant later, a frantic kobold bursts from the crowd, clutching a sizable bunch of green onions. A flustered gnome woman chases him. So a kobold, this is actually one of the other characters that we'll meet pretty soon, but this is kind of what a kobold looks like. They're sort of small little dragon-looking creatures.
I already know what kobold is. The kobold is a very common creature in D&D.
I think there's kind of a joke in the D&D universe that most beginning adventurers run into them first because they're pretty easy to kill. But that's not what we're here for.
We have to kill him?
Actually, one of the things about this adventure
Why are you
is
chewing your pencil?
unless things
Dummy.
go in a direction I'm not predicting, there's not going to be a lot of traditional battle in this adventure.
Okay.
which I think is interesting. So, to recap, because I got a little distracted, a youngster has just run through. He's being chased by the. No, he is the kobold, and he's being chased by a gnome woman, and she's calling him a thief, and he's saying no, that she is the thief. So anyhow, the kobold, the young male kobold, runs into and bounces off of Hazel. And the two start arguing with each other. Not Hazel, but the gnome woman and the kobold. And they're getting into it. So what do you guys want to do? Do we want to try to intercede? Do we just kind of want to brush them off and try to walk away?
Hey, it's rude to jump off people like that.
To jump off at people? Oh, because they bounced off.
Yeah.
All right. Do we want to try to work it out with these two?
I said
that to him.
Okay. He just kind of like looks at you with a strange look. He knows that he didn't jump off you. And then he goes back to arguing. And then minutes later, another kobold shows up. And from what we can deduce, this kobold is the mother of the younger kobold. So the mother and the gnome. So right now at this point we have three other characters. Right, we have the young kobold, his mother, and then the female gnome. All three of them are arguing. It's starting to escalate. Since the arguing kobold woman notices you, I'll assume that's all of us, and turns from her son and the irate gnome shopkeeper. You strangers look like capable sorts. I'm Kusa Zungoon, proprietor of market-famous Zungoon family seafood. For a fish typhoon, you'll wish for Zungoon. Help us deal with this guy. I mean, hey, any opportunity you get to advertise your business, you should take advantage of it. I mean, this is an intense argument, but she needs to advertise. Help us deal with a scoundrel, and I'll make it worth your while. Scoundrel, the gnome shouts, turning your way. You don't look like you're wrapped up in market politics. I'm the my tea and mo. Help me figure out what's going on here, and I'll give you a lifetime supply of delicious noodles from Thai and Mo Noodles. And both women turn toward each other again, quarreling anew over what they're going to offer us to help them.
Noodles, yum.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Well, so is the little dragon guy bad? Like, we know he's the criminal, and the gnome, it really is her green onions?
We don't know that. We have to figure that out.
I think the dragon guy is bad. But he's just doing it because he's hungry and he wants to feed his family. So could we just pay for the onions for the dragon guy?
Well,
Yum noodles.
do you want to offer that?
And then if we pay for the onions, then we get the noodles, right? The lifetime of noodles, because we've solved their dilemma.
All right. Would you like? So sometimes what I'll do as the DM is I'll have you guys kind of say, hey, this is what I'm saying. I don't want to say act out necessarily, if you want. And based off of that and how convincing it is, I might make certain dice rolls, that sort of thing. So do you want to say what you're going to say, or is that?
What's the dragon guy? A kobold?
Yeah. He and his mother are kobolds.
Okay.
And from what we can gather from hearing them go back and forth, his name is Gammon. His mother's name is Kusa Zungoon. And then the gnome's name is Lamai Tianmo.
Okay, so why don't I just say, hey, I think this kobold is just hungry, trying to feed his family. May I pay for the onions on their behalf? That's what I say to the gnome.
So the kobolds look at you and say, pay on our behalf? These were our green onions to begin with. She stole them from us, and we're simply taking them back.
Well, did she? Did you, little gnome, steal them from them?
And, the gnome? And the gnome says, most certainly not. I did not take these from them.
I say yum noodles.
So, so they're going back and forth at this point.
Okay, well, I'm just going to say, allow me to pay for the green onions, Doesn't matter if she took them, it's because she's trying to feed her family. Okay, so we solved this. She gets the money, they get to keep their green onions, everyone goes home happy.
So they're arguing back and forth. They hear what you're saying, and they say, "Listen, here's the gnome says, here's the problem. It's not just this. Things keep on getting damaged or disappearing from my shop, and there's been this long-standing family feud between our families for years. So even if you resolve this one issue, things are going to continue the way that they are." And then the Colby woman says, "Things are disappearing from your shop. Things are disappearing from my shop. I think you're stealing from me." And at this point, they've worked their way up to they're both wanting to hire us to figure out what's going on. They're both offering a lifetime supply of food from their
So
market.
is that our
I take a bite of-
adventure
I
that
take-
we have to go and figure out
I take
who's
a bite of a
stealing?
pot sticker.
Huh?
I take a bite of a pot sticker.
Take a
You
bite of
just,
the
you're just standing there eating.
Yeah.
watching all this.
It's like I was eating popcorn while we were just battling.
I am picturing Hazel as being the strong silent type.
But why would we allow one of them to hire us? Why don't we just say, we're on it, we're going to solve this, we're going to see what's happening? Because it might not be either one of them. And there could be a third party we don't even know about that's doing all this stealing.
That's a very interesting idea.
And it's pitting these families against each other when really they aren't the problem.
So they like your idea. Before you suggested this, they individually both worked their way up to offering us a lifetime supply of food from their shop and 100 gold pieces.
100 gold pieces?
Yes.
Just eat your pot sticker.
Now Hazel's interested in what's going on. Although I think that's for the party to split for whatever that's worth.
That's 25 each. It's double what I have. What I got with
Still, it's not gonna make you rich.
Yeah.
But maybe if we play our cards right, maybe we can get them both to pay us. It seems like they just want this all to be figured out.
Well, I think that's what's going to happen. We're going to figure out that it's a third party. They will both be so thankful, and we will be showered with noodles and money and
Fish.
and
That
fish.
sounds messy.
Been yummy food.
And considering money is usually in the form of gold pieces, it could be painful too.
No, I would never
Showered
complain
gold
about being
pieces.
Hazel
showered
says
in gold.
yucky fish.
Well, Hazel, you can give your fish to someone else.
Yeah. Give it to Luna.
Yeah, Luna loves fish.
It's true.
Well, they both seem to be a little satisfied that it seems like maybe we're going to get to the bottom of this. But as they wander away, we can hear that now they're arguing with each other over who exactly hired us. So I guess. Oh, by the way, that's what we're doing, right? I know you proposed it, so we've officially. This is our path. We're going to get to the bottom of what's going on. All right. As we're kind of discussing what's just happened, what exactly is going on, what are we going to do next, we are approached by a human man, and he introduces himself. He is the co-owner of a shop called Spicy Brothers. They specialize in peppers. He, like most of the market, witnessed what just happened, and he just kind of says, "Hey, these two families have been feuding for years. It's been multi-generational. It's kind of weird. These two seem like they were trying to work things out, but now this is happening, and it's kind of disruptive to what's been going on in the marketplace, and it's disrupting all of our businesses." He does offer to give us a bit of a tour. So on this tour, assuming that we accept the tour,
Do you have a kazoo?
I don't have a. Doesn't Hazel have a kazoo?
No, she can play a kazoo, but it's not actually anywhere in her inventory.
Does she have any musical instruments?
What do you mean? It says other proficiencies through languages. It says kazoo,
Right, I didn't
but
know.
in her equipment, there's nothing about kazoo.
There's no instruments at all.
Where's my equipment? What equipment do I have?
Oh, look at the bottom.
All these things, all 11 of these things I have?
Mhm.
So some of the places here is Madame Culp's.
Wait, do you have a kazoo?
I don't think unless you stuck it.
I have a potato with googly eyes.
I have a
No,
set.
no, I was asking the guy.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. He says I don't happen to have the kazoo, and I'm not sure if there's a shop here that sells kazoos.
Kazoo music can bring anyone together. Just get me a kazoo.
So, do we want to go on this tour with him, or?
I don't have time for touring, right?
Alright.
We need to get a kazoo.
We've got to get.
We gotta get a kazoo.
Get work.
Yeah, we gotta get a kazoo.
No, Mama, just accept the tour. Just accept the tour.
Accept the tour.
There's nothing wrong with a detective getting to know the space that they're investigating.
That's a good point. But
Alright.
yes,
We
let's
still
go
need
on
a
the
kazoo
tour.
though.
So I did a copy out of the book, and I had to cut it out. So that's kind of a map of the marketplace. So some of the highlights, although there's more than what's shown on the map, they have Madame Culp's silk. This store sells luxurious silk garments for no less than 50 gold pieces a piece. Spicy Brothers, which is the establishment that I think his name is Kahim or something like that. Give me a minute. Kasim and his brother Vi own the Spicy Brothers. They sell spices, including cucumber fire smoothies and honey glazed hot chips for 5 silver pieces each. The Trusty Leek, which is a street food cart that specializes in seafood dishes. We've met the owner of Taimo Noodles, which we've actually purchased some pot stickers from them. Vada's Otherworldly Goods, they sell pastries and desserts for a silver piece each. Vaz Lucky Amulets, he sells charms and that sort of thing, little trinkets.
Is Santi interested? I mean, Carmelita? Sorry, Mom's character in development was Santi, but at the last minute she changed it to Carmelita.
I go by Alita with my friends.
Okay,
So,
but we're just acquaintances.
yeah,
So is Carmelita interested in the trinkets?
And the trinkets? No, I gotta go detective.
Okay.
yeah, and she's a noble person. She's got legit.
Yeah.
No, she's noble in.
All right, and then of course Zungoon's Family Seafood. You'll notice though in the middle of this night market that there's something called the event grounds. So let's see. Are there any shops that you guys want to spend a little bit of time at,
Any shops?
or maybe anything? Do you want to maybe
I wanna-
investigate any shops?
I wanna make Carmelita buy a trinket.
Why? I don't need or want a trinket. I'm reserving my money in case I have to pay debts.
Okay, can we at least look around at this trinket shop?
Sure.
Wait, where's the trinket shop? What's it called?
The trinket shop, I think, was called Vaz Lucky Amulets.
Okay, that does sound interesting. It's up here.
All right.
At the
So
top.
they hawk a mixture of charms and curios. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Are you familiar with that word? Curios?
Curio, like a curio
Curios?
cabinet?
Well, it's Curios. I'm guessing that these are
That's
just curiosities. Yeah, but there's no U, unless it was a typo on their part. I don't know. Well, either way, the most popular being Monkey's Bane charms and Owl's Wing rings, both of which are said to fend off sickness and animal attacks. The trinkets are non-magical and cost 2d10 copper pieces each. So if you guys
Copper pieces?
yes.
What is gold translated to copper?
So 10 silver pieces is 1 gold piece, and 10 copper pieces is 1 silver piece. So doing the math.
How much money do I have?
So you have 25 gold pieces.
Oh, these are gold.
Yeah. The way that works on the character sheet, I think this says GP in very light letters.
It does.
So that would be gold
Oh.
pieces, silver pieces. I can't really see from here. I'm assuming this is SP, right?
You think I can see that?
The second down is SP.
Oh,
Oh, it looks like EP.
I think you're right.
Third down is EP.
Yeah, the third down is EP. Okay, so I can't really see in this light, but either way, silver pieces are 10 silver pieces would be 1 gold piece, and 10 copper pieces are 1 silver piece, which means 100 copper pieces would be
1 gold piece.
yes.
Okay.
But
What kinds of things did he have again?
he has just different trinkets and amulets, but they're
What's an amulet?
it's kind of like
Why'd you look at me like that? Is that a dumb question?
Should it? You're like Mrs. Spiritual over here. You should know what an amulet is.
I don't.
I think it's like
It's like a necklace
Yeah.
with like a little gem at the bottom.
it's like
I don't
it's
know.
like a necklace with like a polished crystal or something on it. I think.
Okay.
I'm not
yeah.
fully
I
sure.
think usually the amulet itself would be the thing hanging from the
Okay.
necklace.
But it doesn't have any sort of powers or anything?
No, it says they're
Protection?
non-magical. So I guess without, they haven't said
So
it.
what is it for? Just to look pretty?
That's what I'm guessing. It says they're both said to fend off sickness and animal attacks, but then it says that they're non-magical. So I don't know how it fends off sickness and animal attacks, unless what they're implying is it's a superstition, perhaps. But you didn't hear that from me.
Hazel can help fend off animal attacks. She'll just talk through with the animals.
That has been a
Yummy.
useful feature.
Yeah.
So you're my amulet.
Well, I tell
But
you what,
but Hazel can't protect you from sickness.
it sounds like that whether or not we buy anything, we're at least spending a little bit of time at this shop. So while we are there, could I have everybody roll
Oh no.
an investigation check?
I need my light up dice.
I'm getting it, Coral. I'm getting it. No, I already got it. Dang it!
Do not fight over my special dice.
It's Dad's die. You're just borrowing them.
It's dice. Die is 1.
Oh, I know. I've been trying to learn that ever since I started playing D&D. Let's see, investigation check.
Okay.
So that's intelligence, and I have no
Does that mean I
modifiers.
pick a certain die?
Yeah.
Or
You
So
pick a 20-sided die.
So whenever we do a check, we're gonna roll a 20
I rolled a 9.
is this 20 sides?
That is
Yeah,
got
a
it,
20
20.
sided. Yeah.
That's like I rolled a 9, and I have no modifiers.
What's a modifier? Do I have modifiers?
Yeah, so you'll see a list here of different things that are used for saving throws or checks. An investigation check uses your intelligence modifier.
And it looks like you have +1 intelligence. So whatever you roll, you add 1 to that.
Well,
So
18 is
19,
up. No, it's
18
18.
plus 1 equals 19.
And if
Wow.
it's something that
But
has
do I have to use my thing, or should I save it?
No, you can use that every time. It's not like a one and done thing.
Oh, so 19 is mine.
right, and just for the record, if something has a dot that's filled in,
Then you can use your proficiency bonus, which you'll see is +2.
so that means you're extra good at whatever that is. That makes it easier for you to get whatever.
And I can use that as many times as I want?
Yes, but you don't have a
Yes.
dot filled in for investigation.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
I don't?
So either way, the bar we're reaching for is lower than what you rolled. It's lower than what I rolled.
And it's not lower than what Hazel rolled because she
But-
rolled a 9 with no
but-
modifiers.
But Luna hasn't rolled.
So roll a 20-sided die, and then on that list of different things,
6.
and then what?
Let's see. Yeah, most of the work from this investigation, intelligence.
Is
She
she
has 1
proficient?
plus 1 intelligence, and she's not proficient.
Okay, so Titus and
So Hazel rolls a
Alita.
9. She rolls a 7.
Okay, so Titus and Alita both notice. I assume we're going to share with the rest of our group, right? Well, should I tell you what
Well,
we noticed first?
Well, I mean, aren't
Just
they
whisper it into her.
our friends
whisper it
that
into
are
her
solving
ear.
the challenge with us?
Whisper
That's
it
right.
into her.
So we are a
Mama,
Yeah.
Dad, whisper it into her ear, and then she decides.
No, I think we
Whisper
should
it into
know.
her ear.
I think we should all know.
All right.
Whisper
So
it, and then she decides.
I'll just
Speak openly to me and
So-
my friends.
So I tell you what, because I happen to control Titus, I decided Titus is going to just kind of like I do in real life. I'm just going to talk, and then I'll think later about whether I should have said whatever it was I said. So Titus and Alita both happen to notice inside on the grounds around this tent some.
Did they really notice it?
There's a few persimmon peels. How do you pronounce that word?
Persimmon?
Persimmon. There's some persimmon.
What's a persimmon?
It's kind of like an orange.
It's
right?
a type of fruit.
And most people can pronounce it correctly. And Cassine happens to mention under his breath, well, that's odd. There's no place around here that sells any of those.
Who's Kasim?
He is.
Is he like the shop owner?
He's the guy that's giving us the tour.
Oh, okay. I didn't know he was still with us.
All right. Yeah, he hasn't died yet or anything. So, do we want to actually buy any of these trinkets, or do we kind of want to move on?
Hazel's not really interested, but she thinks Salida might be.
Well, I need to get back to doing my detective work, so I thank him for his time.
Oh, he mentions one more thing as he's parting ways with us, which is that that we are probably going to notice that most of these shops aren't going to want to share information with us. They're not going to talk with us because we're considered outsiders. However,
Intimidation.
in the center of the market is a place called the Event Grounds where they have different games.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes people who do well at these games can kind of become local celebrities for a while.
Oh, I think
And-
we should go do these games.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Hazel doesn't like fame.
You know what? Elita is made for fame. She shines.
I mean, she was kind of born into fame.
Yeah.
Because
She
she's a duchess, so. Yeah, but Hazel doesn't want to participate in these games unless. I mean, Hazel wants to at least hear what the games are first. So.
All right.
My bracelet's falling apart.
What's going on?
My bracelet's falling apart.
Oh, that stinks. Would you like to buy a new one for?
No, thank you.
For 20 copper pieces.
All right. Well, so we go to the event grounds, and there are 3 different tents. It turns out that each of these tents are owned by one of the local shops, and they use these games and these competitions as a way of promoting.
Mother is
their-
getting a
It's
call.
fine. I denied.
Okay, well, who was it from?
It was from Wes. He's at the grocery store, but I'm texting him the answer to his questions.
Okay.
I feel bad he's not playing with us.
I don't think he
Feel left
really
out?
wants to play.
Or is this?
No, that was.
This is like, yes, alone
Well,
time.
he's gonna do painting today. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So the 3 families that own these events, one is actually owned by
Mrs. Gnome?
the Spicy Pepper business, the
Oh.
Spicy Brothers. Their last name is Arun. So there's the Arun Family Pepper Challenge. And without going into the details right now, it seems to be something where you eat these spicy peppers and see how hot they are. And if you can eat enough, you probably win those.
Ooh, like hot wings.
Yes.
Hazel do not like. Hazel
Yeah.
do not like.
Oh, I can do
I love spicy
this.
stuff.
There's also
Oh, then Luna should do it.
Both of them should do it.
There's also something called the Battlethron Challenge, which is owned by Sid's Squeaky Trusty Leak. And this seems to basically be helping them prepare some meals. The problem is that one ingredient in the meal are these giant prawns, which are these giant shrimp, who would rather not be killed and cooked as part of this meal. So that event seems to be seeing if you can help them put these meals together in a certain amount of time. And then
Hazel says yucky fish.
there's a hide and seek challenge, which it's hard to see exactly what that is, but it seems to involve finding some caterpillars.
What do they do with the caterpillars?
They
You know
don't-
what? Hazel doesn't care. She wants to participate.
Yeah, they're not going to cook and eat
Oh,
these
yeah.
caterpillars or anything. The caterpillar challenge is actually owned by I forget the name of the shop. It's the Silk Shop.
So can multiple people do different challenges at the same time, or we pick one?
Yeah, I think.
Because we want to do spicy.
It's the silk shop is called Madame Cold Silk.
Ah,
I think.
perfect.
I probably said that wrong, but whatever.
So she's the host of that one. So
Well,
yeah,
you have to speak up so the microphone can pick it up. Okay.
so I think that for each of these, they'll require 4 participants of some sort, but it doesn't necessarily have to be all 4 of us. We could always fill out the rest of the participants from just other people from the market.
Yeah, let's do that.
But I think just for the fun of it, I want to play all 4 of them. Oh, I'm sorry. Titus wants to play all 4 of them.
All of the events?
Wait, that's all 4 of them? There's actually only 3 events. Sorry.
No, he was so excited he added a 4th one.
So, oh, that's probably the pizza.
Pizza?
What is that noise?
That's my ring doorbell. Letting you know that someone's ringing the door. Bell.
My dices aren't dicing.
Do you all remember the events again?
Well, I remember the spicy challenge,
And then there was,
and
and then
I
there
remember
was
the caterpillar challenge,
and then there was
and
the
the
prawn.
cooking challenge.
Is that all?
Have we only talked about 3 of the challenges?
Yeah, I think that's all. Okay.
Well, why'd you say you want to do all 4?
Hazel will participate in the spicy challenge very reluctantly.
Okay, good job.
And then she'll also participate in the caterpillar challenge
And
in
I will.
hopes that her friends might join her.
Well, if we're doing all of them, I'll participate in all the challenges.
Yeah, you're right. I did say she's gonna do all 4. That was a mistake on my part. There's only 3.
Okay. The only one Hazel isn't going to participate in is the prawn because yucky fish.
Yummy fish.
But she doesn't have to eat it. She just has to cook it, right? It's not about eating.
Well, we don't even have to cook them. We just have to get. We'll find out. We'll explain the details.
I think you could do that. Bailey, you dropped a.
I know. I dropped something somewhere. Oh,
My earrings
Mom,
match
it's on
the
your
game.
sandal.
It's on my sandal?
It jumped onto your sandal. Oh, you still have the jackets?
Yeah? Don't you like them?
My earrings match the game.
Alright,
Oh,
does
they're
everybody want to
so
start with 2 pieces?
Yes, that's great.
Yeah.
Alright. These are medium sized, so they're hot too. Let's see.
Bailey, go for me a little blanket. I'm a little chilly in here.
Pickled?
Just a little chilly.
They're all in my room. They're all in my room.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
Okay. Thank you.
Here, cow blanket.
Thank you. That just seems perfect. Because I'm about to eat pizza.
Look at the shape of the dots.
Are they Mickey Mouses?
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
So cute.
Yeah. Whenever I first opened it, I thought it was a cow blanket.
It does look like a cow blanket.
I afforded you that to.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
You guys are going to Disney World last year. We're not. We were going to go.
We did go.
I'm gonna go get Blanky because I feel left out without a blanket.
Oh, those are little pieces. Get me
Okay.
good.
I'm not actually cold, but I felt left out without a blanket, so I have a blanket now.
So you said 3
Yeah.
pieces?
Because those are little bitty.
Yeah. Well, I figured if people want more, they can get more.
Yeah. Thank you. Let's see. You know what I like to do?
Nope, I don't.
I like die battle. And see who lasts longest without falling off the table. I know it's a little messy, so I'm not gonna do that right now.
Yeah, because we're going to eat.
I would be mad if I got a little sauce on the player's handbook. So.
I think I put the wrong thing. Yeah, that's the veggie lovers. All right, so this goes here. Here's the.
Are you
3.
sure?
Well, I don't think that's mushroom and pepperoni. Like that's definitely green.
Somebody went outside. Hello. Why are you outside? I heard the door. Door. Why? I'm gonna use the bathroom too.
Are we still recording all this?
Yes. Mother, keep them entertained.
What am I supposed to do? Sing and dance?
Yes. Do something that keeps them entertained. But don't y'all dare play the adventure.
Don't do what?
Wait. Okay, how about wait?
How?
What if y'all do the prawn challenge first, and Hazel's just watching?
That's up. Yeah, you guys want to do it that way? Should we do the
No.
prawn challenge first?
Mhm.
All right. I'm looking forward to the pepper challenge myself.
We can start with this one then. Work up an appetite.
All right. So, all right. So Sid's Squid's trusty leak sponsors Battle Prawns, the shrimpany. That's the name. I didn't make that up. So his shrimp cakes were voted the best dish during a festival competition last year, and this particular event is going to test the participants' inventiveness and versatility as they prepare giant versions of his signature dish. All right, so the tent is decorated in a nautical theme. So there's a lot of rope decorations, a lot of brass fixtures. Running the show, we got Sid, who's the owner, and he's got 5 assistants, and they're all wearing yellow chef's outfits. What else should I share here? We can have up to 4 characters. All right.
Hello, I'm back.
So Sid's assistants lead us into the main part of the tent. It says, excited onlookers crowd the bleachers within this vast open tent.
Hazel is a not excited onlooker.
So is Hazel going to be out in the audience, I assume?
Yeah, she is. But she's not excited, so we lied.
So one half of the space is crowded with cooking tools. So there's like a
Louder?
pair. Huh?
Louder?
I thought that was pretty loud. One half of the space. I'm yelling now. One half of the space is crowded with cooking tools. There's a pair of oversized woks and 2 large cutting stations containing bundles of foot-long green beans. The other side holds a pool-sized glass tank filled with water. And the water churns as large, shadowy shapes move within. All right. So basically, we've got this 10-foot tall tank of water. There's several gigantic, jagged koi prawns. Do you guys know what prawns are?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
We're like shrimp, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. So Titus, Alita. May I call you Alita?
Uh-huh.
All right. And
She
Luna.
preferred that, but Hazel isn't comfortable.
Hazel's more formal.
Yeah, Hazel isn't her friend yet, she's just an acquaintance, so.
So we are directed to stand. I just lost my place. Oh, near the preparation table, and let's see. So what does the assistants explain? That basically we're going to have 6 rounds, and in those 6 rounds, we have to prepare a bundle of green tree beans, and we have to slay just one of the prawn. And if we can do it in 6 rounds or fewer, then we win the challenge. Oh, I forgot to mention something. I got a little distracted. So the way this whole thing's going to work, I've debated how to handle the communication on this because the book suggests doing it in a way that I think kind of takes us out of the story a little bit. But basically, they're going to use a system called renown.
What?
Every time, so renown is kind of another word like for fame. And when we do various things in these challenges, we will earn renown. And the more renown we get, then the more
Likely it is that we're gonna get information.
right. So it's not a switch on and off. It's not like the more renown we get, then we get information versus getting no information. It's more like how much information will we get.
Yeah.
Like for example, if your renown is only 1, they might be nice enough to tell you that you should go look in the mirror. But if your renown is 3, they might say, hey, you should go look in the mirror because you've got something on your face you might want to wipe off. See what I'm saying? No, that was an example.
Okay.
You don't have anything on your face. So, and for one reason or another, in this adventure, they suggest that each individual will track their own renown. So we'll see. I might track it for you guys. But either way, that's the idea of how this is going to work.
Okay.
So, the way this particular challenge is going to work is There's massive bundles of green tree beans covering the preparation tables. And we have to chop or mash the beans with various cooking knives at the table. And I'm going to basically treat these as if they were daggers. We're free to use these knives, or if you have some other device / weapon that you think might be able to chop them more quickly. This is where I'm going to slip back into like looking at the game mechanics. If it was me, I would take something that could do more damage. Because a dagger, for example, I think only does like 4 hit points of damage. So each pile, I'm not supposed to share that stuff. A pile is rendered. Wait, are we allowed to say that? I might read that as a surprise. So basically, once a pile of beans is reduced to 0 hit points, they're considered prepared. So on the one hand, we got this table with piles of beans. We have to reduce them to a certain number of hit points. I don't think I'm supposed to tell you ahead of time what the starting hit points are. We have to do that, and we have to kill one of these prawns, which are in a tank. There are 4 of the prawns. We only have to kill 1. And we have to do these 2 tasks in less than 6 rounds.
What's a round?
Basically going around the table.
Oh, okay.
And don't let me forget that since you're not playing, that we do have, or since Hazel's not participating, we will have one of the other chefs helping us out. So I need to make sure I include that chef. So with that being said, before we start the challenge, do you guys have any particular strategy? Do you think we should all attack the beans together and then attack the prawn?
So are you basically just throwing your sword at the bean, at a bean? Like, stupid plant, I hate you!
If you feel like that would...
It's a wild bean. Throw a sword.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Can you get more pizza, please?
Yeah, for sure.
What do you think, Titus? What do you think our strategy should be?
I think Titus is inclined to I think he was inclined to split, and whoever finishes first can then come over and join whoever's still working.
I like that.
What did I miss?
We're gonna split, and we're going to
Okay.
just work until ours is done, and then go help the others. She's right there in the kitchen. She can hear us.
I don't mean to be difficult, but I am coming back. I'm gonna go get it.
Give me another one too.
Which side are you gonna attack? The green beans or the prawns?
The prawns.
Okay. So that means the chef is attacking green beans. Mom, who's the other person attacking green beans other than the chef?
I don't understand the question.
So there has to be 2 people attacking the green beans and 2 people attacking.
Well, it's gonna be Luna and the chef, right?
Yeah, I mean,
No, Luna's attacking the prawns,
Oh, the prawns. I'll attack the prawns with Luna.
and Titus has to attack the green beans.
Unless you want to attack the prawns, I'll attack the green beans.
I think with Brutus being a bit more of a fighting type character, I thought maybe we should stick him on the prawns.
Okay, I'll do
Brutus?
green beans.
You mean Titus?
Did I say Brutus?
Mm-hmm.
Did I really say Brutus?
I heard Titus.
I guess we could watch YouTube later and find out what I said.
Absorb the screen time.
Okay. So I guess. So you're attacking the beans, and you're going after the beans or the prawn. I have a short memory.
The prawn.
The prawn. Okay. Do we care? Okay, so this is something in D&D where in real life things may be happening at the same time, but for the sake of we can't always do everything all at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, we have to do things in turns.
Okay, that's fine.
But in reality, our characters are probably doing things at the same time.
Right.
So normally in combat, although I'm reluctant to consider the beings to be combat per se, you would initially do something called a rolling for initiative. It's a way of seeing what the order is going to be.
20-sided.
So you take your 20-sided die. You're going to roll it, obviously, and you on your character sheet, you're going to have an initiative modifier. So it's usually determined by your dexterity. So you're going to subtract 1 from whatever you roll.
So 6.
So you rolled a 6, and then the chef who is helping you out, I'm going to treat them as a commoner. They are going to roll. Okay, so the chef is going to go first, and then you will go.
And then the green meats don't get a turn?
Yeah, well, they're not fighting back. Hopefully. It's not currently planning the adventure.
What do you mean
If
currently?
you guys give me any lip, I can change my mind.
Oh no.
Right, let me get ready here.
Can Hazel whisper from the crowd of the green beans? I'm so sorry about for what they were about to do to you.
Yeah, she
The
can
green
do
beans
that.
and the prawns. I say that. Except y'all can't hear me because I'm speaking in their language.
And then Cora, what did you roll? 12? Okay. What's your?
But he has -1. I mean, she has -1.
Okay, so it looks like Titus is going to go for Luna.
How do the green beans and prawns react
We're like, bring it.
to Hazel saying, "I'm so sorry for what they're about to do to y'all"?
What are the
Be like,
beans?
they're saying.
No, Dad gets to make that decision. He's a DM.
The beans seem to sit there in stunned silence.
No,
No,
they
Hazel has speech of beasts and leave.
yeah.
So
the
she
beans are
can
like
talk to the beans.
the beans are excited, and because they're fulfilling their life's destiny.
Oh,
They're
Dad
finally
gets
going to
to-
be eaten.
Dad gets to decide that.
What she said.
See,
And then what about the prawns?
The prawns don't seem to know what's happening. Like, what are you talking about? What's about to happen?
you going to tell them, Hazel? They're going to be scared.
Hazel's like,
Yeah.
Hazel's
And whose
like,
side are you on right now?
you don't want to know. You don't want to know. You don't want to know.
Everything will be fine, I'm sure.
But then you're just gonna make them anxious.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to help them.
They're just gonna get really anxious.
Oh, I know what I'm
They're gonna get worried.
Do my viewers know about that joke?
No.
All
That's
right.
funny. That's funny, Coral.
Sure would hate for your Luna to die from her prawn. What am I looking for? Oh, let's see. Sorry for the delay here. 16.
Just so you know, I'm cheering for the prawns.
Okay.
No, you're not. We are your friends.
There are other things. There are other challenges that don't involve killing.
Okay, Lita, you're gonna go first. Are you gonna just use the knives that they have there, or do you think you have some other weapon that might do more than?
I mean, look at my card and tell me if I have something that would help.
Well, Titus would suggest that. I'm gonna go that route. Something I forgot to explain to you. So different weapons can have different characteristics. And I used to write all those characteristics down, but I felt like it was too much.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to simplify things. The one that I would bring to your attention is that you have an arcane staff, which is your staff of magic, and a quarter staff, which is just a regular staff, and both could be used as weapons.
Can I only use them once in a game?
No, you can use them over and over again.
Okay.
But what I wanted to bring to your attention is you'll see when I have their damage there, I think they have like a 1d6 and then a slash 1d8. And the reason why that is like that is because one of their characteristics is the versatile type. And that particular characteristic means that you can use it one-handed. If you use it one-handed, then you roll your 6-sided die for damage. Or you could do it two-handed, and then you would roll your 8-sided die
You know what?
for damage.
I just tried to tell the prawns that they're about to try to kill them.
Okay, clearly.
The other thing I might bring to your attention is that the daggers, because they're light weapons, you could hold one in each hand and get a free bonus attack with the second hand.
Well, and that makes sense to do the daggers.
Yeah, I think so. Well, what is it? A 2? So you're either looking at rolling a 4-sided die twice, or if you use the staff one-handed.
What are you doing?
Yeah, because with the staff, your smallest amount would be 1, and your highest would be 8. But with the daggers, your smallest amount would be 2, and your highest would be 8.
Okay, let's do that.
I told
Okay.
the prawns.
What do
that,
I roll?
I told the prawns that they're about to try to kill them. How did the prawns react?
They're like, that doesn't sound right. Why
What-
would they put us
what
in
do
this
I
nice
roll?
pool? Right. So, almost everything is always going to start with your 20-sided die.
Okay.
And the 20-sided die, what you're doing right now is you're rolling to see if you're successful in hitting them.
Okay, so I got a 4.
Okay, now you're going to add to that, you're using the daggers.
Yeah.
So in this case, I think daggers are also finesse weapons, which means typically a melee weapon, you use your strength modifier, and usually a ranged weapon, you would use your dexterity modifier. I would suggest that you stick with your strength modifier because your dexterity modifier is negative.
Okay.
So what is your strength modifier if you have
1 plus 1.
So you get to add 1 to,
Oh, so 5.
right. Also, if you're using a weapon that you're proficient in.
What is
which-
this number? Does that mean I can only use this 13 times?
Oh. So the 6 abilities, which are the ones down the side, are abilities that you rolled for when you're creating a character. Or there are other ways of coming up with the numbers.
I roll for you.
Okay.
Thank you.
And usually what happens is you roll a 6-sided die 4 times, and then you keep the 3 highest. So it's going to be a value between 3 and 18, and that's what determines your modifier. So what happens is, like, if your number for that particular skill is like I think like 9 or 10, then your modifier is -1. If it's like 11, no, I think I have it backwards. I think
It's
8.
10 or 11. Then it's
Then it's
0.
Okay. Yeah, so it's a range. So if it's 10 or 11, then your modifier is 0. If it's 12 or 13, then it's +1. If it's 14.
Okay, so it's plus 1.
Okay. And because you're proficient
But
with
you
your
already know
daggers.
that because it has it right up there for you.
Yes. So I don't need to worry about those bottom numbers. So plus 1. So
And you get to
it's
add
5.
your proficiency bonus.
Where's my proficiency
Well,
bonus?
for all of us first level characters, it would be +2. But for
So,
future reference, there. All right. Well, I regret to tell you that even though these beans are not moving around, and they're just sitting there on the table,
You missed.
that maybe because it's, I don't know, maybe it's cold outside and you haven't had a chance to warm up. I don't know how to explain
I
why
did this.
Alita, we all admire Alita's self-confidence, but the fact of the matter is, let's just say you have incurred no damage on the beans. But,
Whoever she rolled it for, I was like, hey, no way, she's hit it.
yeah, but I also wanted to, I know I put you through all this work, even though I already knew you weren't going to get to where you need to be on hitting these beans, but I also want to explain how the combat system works. You got the bonus attack though, with your second dagger.
So I can do this again?
Yeah, the only difference on the bonus attack is that, because you're doing it with like your non-dominant hand now, you don't get to add your proficiency bonus.
But that was the one I did with my non-dominant hand.
No.
Yes, it was.
Mother!
That was it.
No, it wasn't.
I got 8. So 9.
No.
I still missed?
Oh, 9 for the strength. Okay, sorry.
I'm Sure, you got it. You hit it.
That's what I thought.
Okay. So the way this works is you always roll first to see if you hit, and then you roll to see how much damage you do.
So now I got to roll again.
Yeah. And this time though, now you look at your character sheet, and what does it say? It says probably like 1d4, I'm guessing, for daggers. This is where the weapons are.
1d4.
All right. So now you take your four-sided die.
Oh,
That's the one that looks like a pyramid.
Did she really hit it? Usually that's not good enough to hit it.
You mean the square? No, that's not.
So you're saying
You mean
she
this
didn't
one?
really
Perfect.
hit it?
The way you read the four-sided die is it's whatever number is at the top.
That's so you're saying she didn't really hit it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He
I
whispered to
hit
me
it.
she got really close.
I don't know.
I hit it.
Unless the microphone picked it up. That didn't
You
happen.
got, okay, let's just say you got that damage for the anxiety you inflicted
Right.
upon the beams.
So with the damage, you also get to add your strength modifier, but you never add your
One.
proficiency bonus.
So
All right.
3.
So 3.
That's how much damage you inflicted on the beams by their anxiety of how close you got.
All right. So the other chef that is helping out, he's just using one of the knives that they have. And these beans are surprisingly sturdy. He swings his knife and it just like kind of glances off these beans. I'm suddenly becoming concerned about this challenge. Okay, the way we roll for initiative, Coral, Titus is going to get to go first. He's all into this. It's been a long time since he's had to do any battle with anybody, so he's excited. And he jumps into the tank with the prawn. So he's not going to just try to like be at the top and try to, do this.
Hazel dies a little inside.
Hazel's fine.
All right, so he's swinging. I didn't decide which weapon I'm going to use. I'm going to use my maul, which I think is kind of like a giant. It's like this stick with like a big ball with some spikes on it. Okay, what did I just roll? It was 16. Their armor class is 13. Okay, so I definitely hit one of the prawn, and I have to roll for damage. And with my maul, I end up doing what's my strength modifier? No way. That's good. Okay, so I end up doing 9 points of damage. So Titus, maybe because he just really likes to fight, he makes good contact with this prawn, and this prawn is wishing that his day was going differently because he's not feeling so well.
Hazel begins to cry.
I'm sorry, Hazel. All right, so now it's Luna's turn. All right, are you also getting into the tank, or are you gonna try to stay dry?
I'm gonna try to stay dry.
All right. Okay. How does cover work?
Just so you know, information's written in the back of that.
I can see.
Okay. What? I haven't really looked at your character sheet. What weapon are you going to use?
Do you want some advice from Titus?
Sure.
Titus, the advice giver.
Yeah, so this conversation clearly took place before we started.
No, he says it from underwater. He begins to drown, but he says it from underwater.
He's like, use this one. Underwater, it's like really muffled.
Use this one, blah blah blah.
Blah blah.
All right. I'm going to suggest. Titus would suggest. I'm sorry. Even though you have a, I don't know what to suggest. So the situation, again, we're not supposed to like look at game mechanics. We're supposed to do what our characters would do.
Does she have any fire spells?
Well, that's a good point. I don't think there's anything saying we can't use spells.
Because what if she evaporated all the water and the prawns drowned in air?
Do we
I
think that
drowned in air.
Whatever.
Then they kill all of them.
Yeah, they get extra points.
Hazel's gonna recommend that to her. She's crying a little bit
Yeah.
over just the one prawn being dead.
No, the run prawn isn't dead yet. And
Getting
also, she
injured.
feels like they're gonna die, so she wants it to be over quickly.
But suffocation's got to be the worst death. for
Yeah.
them.
Okay,
Now
Hazel
I'm
did
crying.
not-
Now Alita's crying a little bit.
Hazel did not canonically tell that. Runa just felt like Hazel was thinking that, but Hazel was like, no, Luna, don't use
But
that.
does she have fire?
I'm not sure.
How will we know? Where does it say?
Oh, that's not the right sheet. It's on her spell sheet. Okay. Wait, hang on.
Everything looking nice.
So your list of spells. So these are cantrips.
Look, burning hands.
Yippee!
I'm not sure what that does, but burning has to do something with fire.
So let's look at the.
You can't help but be a good warrior.
What do you mean?
You're giving her this great idea, but at the
As
sacrifice
you hold
of
your
your
hands with thumbs
voice.
touching, the fingers spread, a thin sheet of flame shoots forth from your outstretched fingertips. Each creature within a 15-foot cone must make a dexterity saving throw. The creature takes 3d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful.
You know what? This was Luna's idea. This is all Luna's idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, but can she safely do it if Titus is in the tank?
That's true.
Wait, if she evaporates all the water, then Titus is gonna feel hot, but it's not gonna do as much damage as the prawns.
15-foot cone. How big is this tank? I don't want to get too bogged down in details. I think it did say how big the tank was.
Canonically, this was Luna's idea, okay?
You know
It's
what
a
I
10
thought
foot
of?
tall. Oh, it's 10 foot tall.
You know what I thought of when you said burning hands?
What?
What was his name? Leo Valadez's power from Percy Jackson.
I know it would be something Percy Jackson. This girl's obsessed with Percy Jackson.
It's true. It's amazing.
Right, so the tank is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 35 feet, like long. So you definitely have enough space to shoot your fire in there and not hit me.
Then we start evaporating the water, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Logic.
I don't know how to run. Well, I tell you
What
what.
about
See, I don't know who do I use here. Do I use the prawns things to see how successful she is? I mean, what is the armor class on water?
I don't know.
I think you just use your brain.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, as a DM, kind of go with things here.
Improvised weapons, right?
Well, here's what I'm gonna suggest. How do I want to do this?
What if she rolled for
Okay.
damage and if she got a certain number, then it evaporated the water?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking there's different ways of doing this. The way that I'm leaning toward is, let's assume we're not going to roll to see whether or not she successfully hits the water.
But whether she successfully evaporates it.
Yeah. So I'm going to say that she needs to do, what is it? Is it 3d6 for the damage there?
It's here, right? It's not there?
Oh, for her, it would be in the magic spell description.
Yeah.
3d6 of damage. I'm going to say that you need to, for this to be successful and to evaporate all the water, I'm just going to make up a number here.
Well, maybe she doesn't evaporate all the water. Maybe she just evaporates the water that the fourth one, like 3 can fit in the water, but a fourth one couldn't.
Well, I'm thinking, the way water works, right, is it's just going to come
Yeah,
down. So
right.
It's going to affect all of them evenly. But yeah, for the plan to work,
I don't think she has precisely that. I don't think she can control her magic that much. She's a wild sorcerer. Doesn't she have to roll a D100 every time? Wait, what was that? She has to roll
Okay,
a
I'll tell you what.
D20 to see if her wild magic kicks in or not?
So here's what I'm going to do.
Remember the wild magic?
Yeah,
How does that work?
we'll get to that
Okay.
afterwards. So first, she has to cast a spell. Here's what I'm going to say. If you're going to roll a 6-sided die 3 times, or you could borrow some 6-sided dice if you just want to roll 3 of them at the same time. And if you roll, let's say, a 9 or higher, then I'm going to say that you've evaporated enough water that this plan is going to work. That's how I'm going to handle this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on.
This isn't covered in the Dungeon Master's Guide.
Come on, Luna.
So basically, there's a 50% chance that this is going to work. Maybe slightly more.
Which one is she?
So the 6-sided die is the one that's like it's a
Just
normal
normal.
die shaped like a cube.
Yeah, the one use your earrings.
Yeah, I'll use my earrings.
Just so you know, she's wearing
Nice
earrings of six-sided dice.
Yeah.
Okay, good
Use
luck.
my earrings.
Okay, great.
3. All right. Roll it 2 more times.
I'm kind of tempted to use my earrings.
What is that?
Is that a 2 or a 5?
I cannot tell.
Yeah. The font on that dice
Let me
I find
see.
difficult to read.
I think that's a 5.
Yeah. This looks like a 5.
So it's a
Yeah,
2.
That looks like a 2. That looks more like a 2 than a 5.
All right. So we gotta get a 4 or better.
Come on, Coral. 4!
4.
Woo! Nice.
All right.
Good job,
How
Luna.
many points did you get?
So here's how I'm gonna handle this. That's enough to evaporate enough water for them
To get dead.
to get dead.
Die.
It's probably not going to kill them like immediately,
But
we'll
eventually.
say, since we just did this in the first round, we have 5 more to go. We'll just assume this is gonna work.
Yes.
So with that being said, we'll keep the same order, but
Hazel screams.
yeah, Titus.
Hazel literally
and-
screams.
Poor Hazel. I know this is so traumatic. So Titus is going to come and join you, but we'll still have the same order. You got to get these beans to be all chopped up.
Hazel says goodbye, old friends.
It's so depressing.
Oh, you know what?
Okay, so do I roll something now? Because it's my turn again?
Yeah. So we're about to attack these beans. So you're going to roll the 20-sided die again to see if you can hit them.
Where's all giant star?
14.
Oh, that's enough to hit. You don't even have to add the modifiers or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, I forget. Were we using the daggers? I think
Yes.
we were. Is that still the plan of attack? No pun
Sure.
intended?
Yes.
Alright, then roll your 4-sided die for damage. It's that pyramid.
Yay.
You mean triangle?
Yeah, sure.
Whoa.
I would love to see you do that at Vegas. Whoa.
Vegas.
That's when they start like talking.
This
to the
is
little
maximum
microphone.
damage.
So you got a 4?
Yeah, because that's
Perfect.
6, 7.
Well, the proficiency only gets added on the attack roll to see if you attack. It doesn't get added to the damage roll.
So what is
But you do add your strength modifier.
So 5.
So that's 5. These are the pile of beans. All right, we're making progress here, but we still haven't quite finished chopping them up. So you get your bonus attack.
So I roll again?
Yeah, 20-sided die. But this one, because it's
20?
the bonus, you don't add the proficiency.
Hazel has to be escorted out of it because of how loud she's screaming.
I got a 5.
A 5. Well, that's not going to be enough.
Well,
So
now
you-
you can roll yours.
Right. Well, the chef gets to roll. Remember, we have a chef helping us. Unfortunately, the chef, I don't think it's to sharpen his knives or what, but he is not able to make any progress. I have to say, Titus, if I try to stay in character, I'm debating, do I really just let these prawns suffer, or do I try to do like a mercy kill?
You let them suffer and you come and cut the
Yeah.
green beans. We
Okay.
gotta move the show.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, that's definitely enough to hit. He's using his maul, right? That's what I said. So that's 9 points. Okay, all right. So we now have.
Wait, what's this alignment again?
Okay,
What was his alignment again?
what's what?
Titus's alignment?
He is neutral good.
Okay.
So we have successfully killed off the prawn, or one of the. Well, we only had to kill one.
But we killed all 4.
Yeah, I don't know if we get extra credit for killing them all.
You do. The people
I feel
are
like we should
very
get extra
impressed.
renown points.
Maybe your mom should be a DM.
The people are very impressed because now more people get to eat. Because all the prawns are dead.
And they haven't seen this approach before.
And they're gonna love us and
Yeah.
give us information.
You can hear Hazel screaming from outside.
Just like imagine that one scene in Mean Girls where Regina George is like screaming.
What
That's what it
movie?
sounds like.
Mean
And
Girls.
That's what Hazel would sound like.
Let's just say it's been more than a couple days since I've seen that.
You saw Mean Girls?
I have seen it. You haven't seen Mean Girls?
No, I don't watch stuff like that.
You haven't seen the original movie like 20-something years ago?
No.
It seems like something that Sissy would watch.
Probably she watched it.
All right.
Mean Girls is an amazing movie.
So we all get 1 point of renown. I don't know how we're managing.
Wait, what about Hazel? I don't think.
Hazel? I don't.
Does she get renown points for screaming?
I think maybe so. I think it's negative though. When she approaches somebody for information, not only do they not tell her anything, but they punch her in the gut and walk away. All right, so T, C, and L all have 1.
Do I get -1 renown point for the next 2 events?
You know, I think Hazel's throat might hurt like, a lot.
her mind hurts too. She's crying.
I think her throat might hurt more though. She's like abusing her words.
So Sid is very excited about the results. He congratulates us quite warmly.
What does he say to Hazel?
Stop screaming.
Do you want to see? Do you want to, just congratulating us? Maybe ask him a few questions and see if there's anything useful. Or just
What does he say to
Yeah.
Hazel?
Oh, Hazel's still outside.
Oh,
Hazel's
this is
in the
inside?
audience.
Well,
Yeah, Hazel's not around.
She's not even in the audience anymore. She had to be escorted outside.
She's just like
Oh, that's
still
right.
screaming outside, just like you can still hear her.
so Sid doesn't have much to offer. Or do you want to ask? Who wants to say what exactly we're asking? Or do we just want to skip that part and just say what he tells us?
Ask. What?
All right.
Ask.
All right, I guess I'll do it. So Titus says, well, thank you. We really enjoyed this. It was nice to get some exercise in. By the way, what can you tell us about what's been going on here between the Zangoon family and the other family, whose name the DM has forgotten at the moment? So Sid kind of like seems a little taken aback at first, but he just seems to be caught up in the excitement of the overwhelming success we just had, and he explains that actually the other vendors don't really like to see the Zangoon and Tayenmo families fight, and we kind of feel like though. Oh, I'm sorry. He says that the vendors. Let me just read this instead of me paraphrasing. Sid explains that a few vendors like to see the Zangoon and Tayenmo families fight. If the two get along, it could strain other vendors who have ongoing deals with both families. So in other words, some of the other vendors at the market
Have motivation.
could
They
benefit.
have lots of them have motivation now.
Right.
Which vendors like it the most?
Yeah, they need more
Mirror
renown
or
points for that.
Huh?
They'll need more renown points for that.
No, I don't think so. We have just won this great battle.
So, so I assume we all catch up with Hazel
Who
afterwards.
Who's still screaming?
Yes, she's stopped out loud, but still screaming a lot on the inside. her thinking is clouded.
She's getting a lot of looks and people kind of whispering. about
Alita
her.
says, Hazel, I
She
know
was,
that
like,
was
frozen.
hard for you.
She's like frozen
However,
in fear.
we got good information from it.
Hazel doesn't respond because she's still processing what just happened.
And how the fish died.
I will use my positive energy to help Hazel accept reality.
This is what Hazel looks like right now.
So right as we are discussing what's happened and sharing the information with Hazel,
Who is not paying attention.
Just
There's
explain it all to her later.
some sort of a commotion happening at a nearby shop, specifically it's Veda's Otherworldly Goods. I'm looking at it on the map. All right, I see it. I don't know where it is on the map. Really
How many
matters.
hours do they have to wait
Right
until
here.
How many hours do they have to wait until Hazel does it again? They have to wait 1 hour.
Which when she starts screaming?
Yeah, no, until she stops screaming,
Oh.
and she's ready to do the next
I
event.
wonder if there's a
Yippee!
therapist at the market.
I hope so.
So yeah.
It's the only time that that one was good.
So there's some sort of a commotion happening, and we follow the crowd over there. And the only thing we see, though, is that, The commotion is about that there's 24 vanilla buns that are just missing. And so the owner of the shop is very upset about this. And as we look around, we see that there's a trail of powdered sugar. And if we were to follow that trail, we would see that it goes to the TMO noodle bowl.
Has it been 1 hour yet?
Yes.
It has?
Yes. You're back with us.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been 1 hour?
Sure.
The noodle place?
Yeah, the noodle place is the one that's.
Is that where we bought the pot stickers?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, those were good.
And that is the gnome is the one that owns that one.
Yes. We're
Okay.
working for her.
So, do we want to look around her shop a little bit more, or talk to anybody,
It's not
or
calm quite yet.
do we just want to go back?
We need to go back. We need to gather more information.
go back to.
The challenge. Do we
Okay.
have to do 3 challenges?
I agree. What do we want to do next? We have the one we have to play hide and go seek with the caterpillars.
First, you'll gotta wait half an hour until Hazel is in her right mind
Okay,
again.
so let's do the other one.
The pepper challenge. Oh, this one I
Yes.
think is going to be fun.
Yes, we're gonna do the pepper
I
challenge.
hope I'm right.
Yeah, the pepper challenge, and then,
Let's see if you
and
really
then
can
the
handle
caterpillar
pepper.
challenge is last, which is the only one that Hazel actually wants to do.
Okay, but Hazel's doing the pepper challenge with us.
Yeah,
right?
she is, but you have to wait half an hour.
Okay.
Okay, half an hour's been
I'm just
waited.
picturing Hazel screaming, like her mouth is open the whole time, and we're just like tossing the peppers in there. All right.
Yeah.
So, if this particular event is sponsored by the Spicy Brothers, Kasim and V. Arun.
Tell me when this been half an hour.
They're both energetic and eccentric lovers of all things spicy. This is a test of fortitude and willpower that was created by their father years ago, and it's a tradition they've kept up now that they own the family business. One of their assistants, who's a human garbed in red and green, welcomes us to participate in the pepper challenge. He outlines the rules, so we're going to all sit at a table with a basket of mixed peppers and several pitchers, not pictures, of milk. And during each of the event's 3 rounds, so I guess there's only 3 rounds, we have to select one pepper from the basket and eat it. Any participant who eats a pepper each round without reaching for milk or leaving the table until the 3 rounds are over is declared a winner. Violence and magic are not permitted during the event. So that's what I had in the back of my head when I was checking to see if we could use magic on the prawn. So this one, we're not allowed to use violence, we're not allowed to use magic. But we've noticed nobody checked for any magic that might have been cast prior to the competition. So if you guys have any ingenious ideas that might help us get through this, it's best to.
Where would I find my magic?
You'll gotta explain all that to Hazel because whenever they were saying the rules, she wasn't paying attention.
So
was
these
screaming.
are listed
Yeah.
in magic spells.
But now she's in her right mind again. So can you explain that to me?
the cantrips are the ones that you can use over and over again without any limit. Whereas your first level spells, you only have 2 spell slots between each. Like basically each day you have to get a long night's rest. To get the details of each spell, like 'cause some of them you probably know right away aren't going to be useful, right? Like the poison spray is probably not useful to you right here. So I just copied and pasted the descriptions here. To be honest, even though I suggested.
I don't think any of these are useful. But it's
Yeah.
fine because Hazel won't drink milk. She's lactose intolerant.
No, she's not. You don't get to decide that. And also, can you explain the event again? Because Hazel
No.
loves screaming.
No, we had already done our half an hour for Hazel to scream.
No, Hazel's still screaming.
All right, well, this is easy to handle because there's a difference between the player and the character. So the assistant who's explaining the rules seems a little irritated, but also relieved that you're no longer screaming, that Hazel's on, and he gladly, actually a little more in an annoyed type of way, explains the rules again.
Actually, I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, the truth comes
Well,
out.
then you just have to go blinded.
I was paying attention near the end about no milk. What was the whole basket thing?
So there's going to be a basket that has random peppers in it. Some of them are pretty strong, some of them aren't that bad.
And then
We have to survive 3 rounds without having to step away or get milk.
So like, do you just keep eating, or is it like 1 pepper per round?
1 pepper per round.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So, after a short wait, the characters are escorted into the main area of the tent. A crowd applauds from nearby bleachers as you're led into the broad open space of the event tent. Before you is a square table bearing a massive basket of colorful peppers and several pitchers of milk. Welcome, challengers, to the Arun Family Pepper Challenge, shouts a bombastic announcer standing near the table and wearing a red pepper-themed costume. I'm your host, by Arun. Is everyone ready to greet the heat?
Yes.
No. Boo.
Hey, so
Wow.
you're really a problem.
Yeah, Hazel's a bit of a buzzkill.
Negative Nancy.
Alright, so we're ready to sit at the table. As soon as we're seated, I haven't decided if I want to pronounce this person's name as Vi or V. How would you guys do it?
How's it spelled?
V-I. I think there's actually a pronunciation.
I'd say V.
I'd say Vi.
V. According to the pronunciation table, it's V. What did you say though? Vi? You said Vi?
No, she said V, and she said V.
Alright, we'll go, if I remember, we'll go with the majority, which is supposed to be V, but I probably won't remember it. Okay, so,
Is this a girl?
no, so it's a guy, and he's the brother of Cassim, and he briefly recaps the rules, asks if there are any questions. I'm guessing there aren't. Okay, let me do a quick reminder to myself. All right, how are we seated at the table? Do you just want to go in the same order that we are here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's go in alphabetical order.
No.
What is it
Yeah,
with you in
yeah.
alphabetical order?
It's me. It's me. I'm the problem with me.
It's me.
All right. Who wants to go first?
Mom.
Okay, I'll go first.
All right.
What do I roll?
What you're gonna do is you're gonna roll a 10-sided die, and depending on what you roll,
Is this my 10-sided die? No, that's got 40.
that.
No,
Oh.
it's a 10-sided die, except it has the tens.
See,
What you want is a 10-sided die that has these, just these.
so there's 2 10-sided die. Oh, you know what we forgot to do?
What?
Okay, retroactively.
Oh, the wild magic!
I'm really excited about her character. Sorcerers, at least if you're only using the 2 classes from the player's handbook, have to pick either they get their magic from dragon blood, or when I say dragon blood, it means like it's in their blood, or they get it from the wild. They don't know where it's coming from. But the beautiful thing about it is that because it's uncontrolled, sometimes random things happen when they use their magic. So can you please roll a 20-sided die? This is retroactive, just for our own entertainment, because clearly we've moved onto another adventure, another thing here.
Oh, 2.
And then I don't honestly remember how this works,
I got the player's handbook at the end of that table.
but I think I also have it in your. Where's the Wild Magic Surge? So once per turn, the DM can have you roll a d20 immediately after you cast a sorcerer spell at first level or higher. If you roll a 1, then on the Wild Magic Surge table, you have to roll. Basically, it's a 100-sided die to see what happens.
But she
So,
rolled a 2.
You only rolled a 2, so nothing random happens.
Dang it. Oh well.
Is this my 10-sided die?
No, that's your 12-sided die.
So these are both 10-sided die. Oh, okay. This is what
This is what a 10-sided die looks like.
Is this it?
Yes.
Yeah. So you'll notice they're both the same shape. The reason why there's 2 of them, and you'll notice that the other one counts by 10s, is that if you need to roll between 1 and 100, which is what if she had rolled a 1, she would have had to pick a random thing from this 100-sided thing.
So do I roll?
Yeah, but you're only rolling one of the 10-sided die. I feel like I hear 2. Oh, okay. There's only 1.
Must
Sorry.
be like the light inside of it.
Yeah. All right. That
9?
is a 9.
That's good.
I know.
I
I can handle spice.
Wait, what's she rolling it for?
Well, it's determining what type of pepper she got.
Oh.
And good is not the word I would use.
I got the hottest.
All right.
The second hottest.
Second hottest.
I can handle it.
All right. So you guys notice, unfortunately not until after you put it into your mouth, that V seemed to be pretty, his eyes kind of lit up when he saw that this is a pepper. This is a flamethrower pepper.
Oh no!
Oh,
A flamethrower? I want to know what 10 is.
I'm a Goliath. I can handle it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what is tenant? What is
So,
not yet. Well, wait until somebody rolls the
So I now need you to roll a 20-sided die, and I think we're hoping that you roll an 18, a 19, or a 20.
I'll go.
Oh no. A 20?
Oh,
my goodness!
Nice.
Girl just got a nat 20 over here.
So,
I manifested that.
yeah. So,
It's sparkling.
so yeah, you're wondering what the big deal is. This seems just
Yeah.
fine.
That's what I tried to say.
I don't know if you want to call it something your character would say.
I need to
in
take a
this
picture of
situation.
that. I'm gonna put it on my wall.
I'm just like,
Yummy.
I'm a Goliath. What can I say?
All right.
We like spice.
Well, just so you know, no, you know what? I'll leave that to myself. So you're next.
Oh, no.
So you roll a 10-sided die.
Good luck, Luna.
Get it.
It's 145.
Ow. That didn't even hurt me. Why did I say ow?
You rolled a 12. Wait.
That'd be pretty
I
amazing
grabbed
for a
the wrong
10-sided
one.
die.
I grabbed the wrong one. I was trying to
She's
get
like, wait.
Find your pee. What are you doing?
Whatever I do.
Oh.
There. Okay.
3.
Yeah, 3.
All right. So this.
This would be that hot.
Yeah, V doesn't seem to be all that impressed. So this happens to be a common pepper. I need you to roll a d20. Wait a minute. All right. There's no special effects.
Wait, the other pepper had special effects?
Well, if you failed it.
But I didn't.
You somehow by God's power got a nat 20.
She got a 9. Is that a 19?
That's 14.
Oh.
14.
Looks like 19 to me.
No, she got a 14. It's just this is an odd font.
Wait, okay, so.
Well, why are you giving her an odd font?
Because it rolled good whenever I test rolled them. It rolled like a 17.
Oh yeah, because I see the 19 right there.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's still good. 14's still good.
Yep. Yeah. So there's no effects for you. You're fine.
Good job,
Yeah.
Luna. You can handle
I'm
spice,
scared.
just like me.
I'm scared. I am genuinely very scared.
Well, don't be
Well, if
scared.
you take that fear into the game, you're going to fail this challenge. You've got this, Hazel. Come on now. You
I see where you get your
have,
motivational video
you have
from.
no fear left after an hour of screaming.
So
do I get like a plus 100 modifier for that?
So both of you two are just like motivational videos? Is that it now?
Yeah.
Okay, walking, talking motivational videos. Got it.
Well, Carmelita is all about helping the world be a better
Yeah.
place. So she's helping her with her anxiety.
All right.
And
So
Hazel's chaotic
Omar,
neutral, which
this-
basically means she looks out for herself.
go ahead and roll a 10-sided die.
2.
Oh dear.
All right.
That's
That's good because it's
Yeah.
it's a mild pepper.
Yeah.
All right. And then go ahead and roll a 20-sided die.
Come on,
Do
Hazel.
I get any sort of modifiers for this?
I don't. Oh, you know what? Oh, yeah. This is a Constitution saving throw. I missed that.
A
I'm glad you
Constitution saving
asked.
throw? So I rolled an 8, and my Constitution saving throw is +0. So yeah, it's an 8. I feel like I failed that.
Okay. So yeah, you definitely failed.
Oh no.
The,
But it was such a mild pepper. How did she fail?
I don't.
probably because her throat is so raw. I'm thinking the opposite of what you said. It's like you can pour milk in it and it's gonna burn. So let's see. On a failed saving throw, they eat the pepper, but have so you eat the pepper, but you have disadvantage on the next saving throw they make during the challenge.
Oh, so I eat the pepper and my mouth is burning, but it means that I can't deal with the next pepper that
Yeah, the next
well.
one's gonna be more difficult. So
Yeah.
just so you know, advantage and disadvantage is, as you may have picked up, whenever you're determining to see if something's happened, it's always a 20-sided die.
And then do I have to reach for a glass of milk or not?
What it says here is that if you fail, on a failed saving throw, they eat the pepper but have disadvantage on the next saving throw they make during the challenge. If the character fails a saving throw by 10 or more, which only I will know, then you will either reflexively reach for milk or leave the table. Either way, they leave.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, if you're rolling at advantage, that might be a situation where you snuck up on somebody, they didn't know you were there. Just something, you have advantage. You roll a 20-sided die twice.
And you get the higher number. But
Right.
if you're rolling at disadvantage, you roll it twice and you get the lower number.
Okay.
Right. So it is now Titus's turn, and where are my 6-sided dice? Oh, there we go. I rolled a 7. All right. V seems like he's becoming a little more interested in what's going on because Titus has now picked a sweet heat pepper. It is hot but delicious. Okay, so let's see how I handle this. Oh, I rolled a 19. So, so this pepper, so far this is going pretty well for all of us.
Yeah.
With the exception of
For
our very
Hazel.
sensitive friend. Sensitive in her heart and in her throat. All right, so we have 3 rounds. I think we just finished the first one. So now
Every group has a weak link.
it is Alita's turn.
Hey-
So 10-sided die, please.
Hazel is
Is this my 10-sided?
Hazel wants to scream, but her throat hurts too much.
All right. So what am I rolling this for?
We're picking
I want a
another
high
pepper.
or low number.
Probably a low number.
I got an 8.
An 8.
Oh
You-
no.
He's starting to get more and more interested. He tells the crowd, "Okay, crowd, I think something special is going to happen here. This is the burning waves pepper. The heat from this pepper comes in waves.
Oh my god.
It says you must make 2 consecutive Constitution saving throws
Two.
to fight against this pepper.
What's that mean?
It means you have to roll it
This
twice.
is roll a 20-sided die twice. It's a Constitution throw, which I forgot about the first time. So do you have what's your Constitution modifier?
Let's see, Constitution +1.
All right, so you get to add 1 to whatever you're rolling, but you have to roll greater than. Should I tell you or just leave it?
Tell
as it
me.
is?
No,
Yeah.
no, leave it as it is. We
You
want
are not the GM.
suspense.
I need to know what to manifest.
Suspense.
Well,
Just try to manifest a 20.
you're trying to beat a 16. And you
How
get
about
to-
a 15?
Okay,
Well, you
15.
rolled the 1. I mean, you had the modifier.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah, that's a 14 plus 1
Oh.
is 15.
Well, just make 2 consecutive throws this round against this pepper. So
I failed?
you
But I got so close.
so you failed, and the way I'm reading the rules, you're gonna go again, but this time at disadvantage. That's the way I'm reading the rules.
Okay.
But I thought I got an advantage from winning the last pepper.
No, you
Did
didn't.
you
It
get-
doesn't say anything about
what's the
that,
one
right?
that you
Why'd you tell me about the advantage?
Because
So-
he wanted to tell you for future knowledge.
I was trying to explain the disadvantage,
Okay.
which is
so,
where you are now.
So now I have a disadvantage?
Where you roll twice and get the
It's-
lower one.
Okay, I can do this. 20. Come on, 20.
8.
Okay, well, I failed, but it's just because I ate that really spicy pepper
Here you go.
before.
No, you.
Oh, 20.
Mom, roll it again.
Yeah,
Roll it
roll
again,
again.
just in case.
Why do I roll it again?
We have to take. What if it's worse than an 8? We have to take your worst roll now. That's
roll it
disadvantage.
again. Roll it again. 15.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're.
Does she get her Constitution save
9.
modifier?
So
It
Okay.
doesn't matter. I failed either way.
okay. So you have failed, but okay, but you're lucky for your Constitution modifier because you didn't fail so badly that you have to go and get a glass of milk. But you were like 1.
But your
one
mouth
point
is still
away.
burning along with Hazel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like like where they're drawing.
Yeah. So her face is turning red.
They're
But
drawing.
I'm imagining her going, this is good, but there's actually starting to sweat. All right, your turn, Luna.
Come on, Luna. You can
10-sided
handle
die.
those peppers.
3. Once again, 3. Okay.
All right, so roll a 20-sided die to see how you hold up against this common pepper.
She rolled a 5.
Oh,
What's your
wait.
Constitution modifier?
I hope it's +7. Oh no, wait! It's you said she rolled a 5.
Yeah.
She rolled a 5. And her Constitution modifier is +3.
+3.
Her Constitution saving throw.
All right. So yeah, you're aiming for a 10. So there's no special effects, but you saved but you failed on your Constitution.
Yes, so she got an 8.
So that the way I read this is that on your next turn, on the third round, when you do your Constitution saving throw, you'll be doing it at disadvantage. All right, which brings us to.
I'm at disadvantage.
We'll roll a 10-sided die first.
Yeah, I know. I rolled a 5.
Okay, you have selected. Oh, also the common pepper. All right, V's looking a little bored at this point.
Okay.
Roll a 20-sided die, but it was at disadvantage, right?
Yeah, disadvantage. Freaking.
Oh.
I got a nat 1.
Okay.
I got a nat 1.
So do you want to explain critical hits and critical failures to your mother?
A nat 1
Did
means
you fail?
a nat 1 means you automatically fail in the worst way possible at whatever it is. It doesn't matter if you're at advantage, disadvantage. I mean, advantage might get
So
save
you have to
you.
leave the table now.
Pretty much, but not only would I leave the table, I'd probably just like vomit or something horrible like that.
Yeah, usually, like if this was like her in combat, then usually something bad happens. Like not only does she miss the creature,
but it swings back and I hit myself.
Yeah, or she accidentally chops off.
Bailey, you're killing us here for such a powerful human. You're very not powerful.
Furball.
Furball.
Yeah.
Furball.
Furball. Who can even say that word?
Me.
Furbolgs can say it. I don't know if they call themselves that. Yeah, so Hazel is.
It's out. See ya, Hayes.
Yeah, poor Hazel. All right. So Titus is turn. Wait, 10-sided die first. Oh, I rolled a 9. But Titus rolled a 9. So he's getting the flamethrower pepper. He's looking pretty excited.
That's what I ate.
So if I fail my saving throw, this is pepper. You belch your gas spice into the air, and the next challenge participant. The pepper, it has disadvantage on the saving throw. All right, here we go. 13. I think I'm going to be failing my saving throw unless I have like a +5 Constitution.
Okay,
Which I don't.
This is a furball. This is a furball.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah, they can understand animals and plants, so they can really speak to them.
He looks weak.
All right, so this is at the end of the second round. Titus goes last. I've failed my saving throw. It's his flamethrower. V is like doing one of these. He's like so excited to see his jaw unfolding. So it says that I belch or gasp spice into the air.
Ew.
And the next challenge participant, which is the lovely Alita,
Oh my
to eat a
god.
pepper, has disadvantage on their saving throw.
That's not fair.
Wait, does he have double disadvantage? Does he have to roll
So
4
I've
times?
eaten the spiciest peppers twice in a row, and now you're belching in my face?
Well, Titus is
Wait,
lying.
did anything even worse than just leaving happen to Hazel? Because she rolled a nat 1, so.
Okay, so now I roll my 10.
Wait, no, she makes a good point. Yeah, I thought it in my head, but I just didn't say it. So not only was it to you so hot that you had to go and get some milk, but you're also currently trying to rinse your eye out with water because you accidentally got some juice.
Oh no! Oh! I'm like blind temporarily.
Yeah. Who was it? She was raised by wolves, right? She's suddenly missing the wolf pack very much. She's having such a bad time. All right. Have you rolled the 10-sided die to see which?
You said wait.
I did. Oh yeah. Okay.
A 1.
Okay. So this is not a pepper. Turns out it's actually just a cherry tomato.
Oh, I love cherry
You know what?
tomatoes.
It says you don't even have to make a saving throw.
So yummy.
So it
Yeah.
doesn't matter that my burping spice in there.
And her fail in the last pepper.
Yeah.
She's got a cherry tomato.
All right. So you survived. You'll be getting 1 point of renown. Your turn, Luna.
Come on, Luna, get your renown. What's that noise?
That's the fridge,
think
I
it's
think.
my water cooler or the fridge.
That's a 1.
That's a 1. Oh.
Oh, you get a cherry tomato too.
Did she really get a 1 or
Yeah.
did she realize
Yeah, she
it?
got a
Oh,
1.
It's a 1.
All right, I trust you. Well, I mean, now I trust you.
Well,
I guess.
that's legit a 1.
All right. Well, congratulations. Maybe we'll all get. Well, I guess you're out at this point.
Yeah, she's gone.
Yeah.
Wait,
I feel like she had
I
gotten
thought
a
Titus
1.
was out too. No?
No, Titus isn't out.
Oh.
He just burped.
But it looks like I probably, if I'm reading the rules right, I probably need to do my next Constitution saving throw at a disadvantage, I think.
Hazel,
Alright.
hears hearing. Hazel hears hearing, but
Is she outside the tent again?
Yes, she's washed her eyes out. She hears hearing, but she's in too much pain to be happy.
Off
I can
of
see the
little
microphone.
non-significant peppers.
Maybe your tears can just wash the spices out.
Hazel's having a really bad day.
Can I consume your microphone?
No.
All right, so even though I'm going coughing, Titus has gotten a common pepper. V seems pretty disappointed. This seems to be the way things are going, that this is going to end on just a common pepper, and you guys didn't get peppers. Nonetheless, I still have to make this a Constitution saving throw and do this at disadvantage. So 15 or a 10. A 10 is smaller than 15, so that's what it counts as a 10. My Constitution's +3. Short version, I've survived this common pepper just fine. So, once again, Titus, Alita, and Luna have earned another point of renown.
And Hazel has not.
And Hazel has...
We're going to have to dump Hazel somewhere, or the townspeople aren't going to talk to us.
Let's leave her at like a local HEB.
We'll tell them Hazel's just our Sherpa. She works for us.
While we are kind of being congratulated, but again, V seems kind of disappointed because it wasn't that bad. I think he enjoyed the burping of the gas. He enjoyed
Hazel.
the pepper in your eyeball.
And he was in excitement whenever Mother rolled the 9 and got the flamethrower.
But he's congratulating us, and again, this is an opportunity for us to at least ask him some questions.
Let's ask him who has the most motivation to keep the feud going.
Like which shopkeeper?
Yeah, because we found out that there were some townspeople that were motivated to keep this feud going.
Well, all right. So he can't really think of anybody specifically he would point us to, but he does mention that he and his brother had a fight earlier. That what the fight is about is that V is going to be getting married soon and moving to a distant land with his new wife, his new bride. But also that Kasim's angry about V getting married. Not so much about the marriage, but Kasim has told V that he's making a mistake because V's going to be leaving the family business, right? He can be running this market business in another land, and Kasim's going to have to do it himself. There was some discussion about whether Kasim can handle it by himself. So he mentions that, but he's not saying Kasim's the one who's doing it.
I mean, what would be his motivation to do it? Just because he's losing his brother from the business?
I don't know,
I think it's unrelated.
but
What if he's getting married to the gnome girl and like to one of those people? And also Hazel is not. This is Hazel. It's just y'all thought because Hazel is currently screaming on the inside, and on the outside is in very much pain.
right.
So what do we do now? We go do the challenge.
Well, that's the plan, that we're going to go and go to this last tent. But however, right, as we're kind of ending our niceties, that's a word, right? With,
Sure, yes.
With V, Gammon, who is the younger kobold, he runs up to us and says, quick, come take a look. One of the walks from our noodle house, I just spotted it at the Zungoon family seafood tent. And so he urges us to come take a quick look. So do we want to go take a look? Are we going to blow him off? What are we doing? Want to go? Should we just go to the next event, or do we want to at least go see what it is he wants us to take a look at? So basically, he feels like a wok. Do you guys know what a wok is?
No.
It's a big cooking pan.
Yeah.
It's got like 5 sides. We have a wok.
Nobody seems that interested. Okay, we're just going to leave it as it is.
I mean, okay, we believe
Hazel
him,
would be
and now we have to
interested, but
move
she's
on.
currently in very much pain and blind in one eye. So
We got to get the show on the road.
All right.
I
So
believe him.
what I'm sensing is
But that doesn't mean that they stole it.
But
It
still,
means that someone's out there stealing it.
if you're a detective and you want to figure this out, then why don't take it? You know? Think about it.
What
from your
information
character's
is that going to give us?
Maybe you noticed something that he didn't notice. What information is it? Like,
Aren't we better off staying here playing the game and getting more information from the townspeople?
what do you think, Dad? If you go there, it's not like you can't play the game. It's just like extra information and investigation.
Yeah, we're not technically on a time crunch. Maybe in real life, I know at some point you guys want to go home and that sort of thing, but
In
as
the
far as the
game,
game, there's no timer.
Yeah.
Nobody said we have to figure this out by.
Okay, if y'all want to go, we can go.
Hazel's not going because she's in very much
Then
pain
why
and
are we
one eye.
going?
But
No, we're skipping it. Let's just move on with the day.
Okay.
Coral, what? Say something.
Slay.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
come
moving
on.
on.
Okay.
Can y'all vote, please?
This is why usually the DM doesn't also play as a player because he has to be impartial and not influence anything. So it sounds like the group has decided to, maybe because of our excitement and adrenaline from being successful, 3/4 of us in the last two
Yeah, we got to
events.
play off of that.
Yeah.
Hazel hears him a little bit and be like, please, I don't want to do the other event yet.
All right. Well, I'm sure Hazel has a miraculous recovery, and we go on to
She's
the
still
last
blind in
event.
one eye. It's just she's not in as much pain.
If I was a hardcore DM, I would say that she needs to do the rest of her rolls at disadvantage.
Oh no.
She's blind in one eye. Anyhow, the last event is the hide and seek challenge. It's being sponsored by Madame Culp, who creates luxurious fashions from silk spun by Tut Croft caterpillars. Her event takes place in the Eastern Event Tent, and this challenge does not have an audience. All right. So when we enter the tent, let's just not read that part out loud. But I read this part out loud. Seated at the middle of the sizable empty tent is a wizened gnome at work amid tangles of colorful yarn. So pause. Just for clarity, this is not the same gnome who owns
The noodle shop.
Thank
Move
you.
on.
All right. Several fuzzy, kitten-sized blue caterpillars drowse on her, nestled in clothing and hair. The gnome peers up and says, "Welcome! I am Madame Culp. Are you here to play hide and seek with my gentle friends?"
Yes, we
Okay,
can't wait.
Thank you.
I guess.
Yeah. All right, so she's an elderly gnome woman, and she hops up and opens a trap door at the center of the tent, and a ladder descends into a dark, messy room full of boxes and furniture. And so she explains to the adventurers that below are a series of rooms where several of her Tutcruff caterpillars are hiding. Her challenge is simple. We have to descend the ladder and bring back 4 caterpillars within 1 minute. Any number of characters may participate, and we can use magical assistance.
You have magic assistants, right?
Y'all have magic offenses too.
Yeah, but you're the animal speaker.
Oh yeah.
And I actually have language as well.
Wait.
Don't I?
I noticed you're covering your eye like in real life. Is your eye bothering you, or is this
No,
a show because you're Hazel, or
I'm
are you
Hazel.
sympathy things?
I'm just trying to sympathize with my character. Okay.
Bailey, remember I can comprehend all languages?
Interesting. Okay, but that's gonna waste a spell slot though, right? Wait, is it a spell slot or a cantrip?
It's a spell slot.
A spell slot? Okay, then just leave the talking to me.
Oh, I don't need my language because you've got language?
I mean, you can do it if you want.
No, you're right.
If you
Because
don't want to.
you have animal language, but if we
And-
have to
and,
talk to
I
someone
get to do it with because I'm a furbolg,
else.
but you have to do it use a spell slot. for it.
Okay, all right. So we really don't need other spells then, because you have language
Yeah.
for the animals. Okay.
Okay. So how many rounds is a minute here? So to read this part. The ladder descends into a dimly lit room smelling of dust and sweet spices. Musty furniture and crates are strewn about the space. A door leads north. Because, of course, these characters know where north is. All right, so I assume we're all going down the ladder?
Yes.
Of course, these characters are living wonky compasses.
Okay. So Madam Culp shouts, "Ready, go!" And at this point, the characters should roll initiative. So we're not entering combat, but I guess this is just to see the order that we'll do things.
I rolled a 7, and I have a -1 initiative modifier, so I rolled a 6.
All right. So your character's name's
Hazel.
Hazel. For some reason, I get Hazel and Luna confused all the time.
Oh.
All right. So roll for initiative. Also, Luna and Alita.
Which one?
Oh, with 20-sided die.
Pretty much everything is a 20-sided die.
And
then
then,
why did I just roll 10? 19?
yeah, but you're going to subtract 1. That's still a pretty good
Yeah,
roll.
still. I doubt anybody's going to beat it.
And then,
It's not working. The dice isn't dicing.
5.
and then
Yeah, that's worse than me. But what's your initiative modifier?
I think it's -1.
-1, yeah.
It's -1? Why does everybody here have a -1 initiative modifier?
I have no idea.
17. Oh, interesting.
Who just texted you?
I'm sorry?
Well, why did you say, oh, interesting?
Oh, because I rolled a 17, but my initiative is +2.
Oh, wow.
so we'll
Wow,
just
that's even better than Carmelita.
So we'll just let Alita go first.
No, you get to go first.
Why do I have to go first?
Because you rolled a 17 with a +2.
Yeah, but she rolled. Is your eye really bothering you?
No. She
Oh.
rolled a 19 with a -1. 17
so
plus 2
I got
is
18.
less.
I rolled
Then-
down the 19. I mean, I wrote down the 19. Okay. All right. Good. I guess I go first. What I want to find out real fast is how many turns do we have to do this? After 10, because we have 10 rounds to get this done. So we are in the first room. This room happens to be lit. There's a door kind of over to the left that goes north, apparently. And that's really, I mean, there's some other stuff in the room. What there is not is a caterpillar. So we're trying to get forward. There's none in this room. So I propose that we go through the first door.
Yeah.
Okay, at this point, I need to mention that this next room is dark.
Okay.
Okay, it's a dark or dimly lit. I don't know if it matters. Either way, it's not lit. I think most of us have dark vision, meaning that we can kind of
Wait, does it?
see.
I don't think Hazel has dark vision.
Yeah, but you can talk to them.
It says Furbolg magic, hidden step, powerful build, speechless beast and leaf, and awakened mind. Yeah, I don't think she has dark vision.
She doesn't have dark vision? Do you have dark vision?
I don't know where I would look for dark vision.
It's features and traits.
Oh, you don't have dark vision either?
No, but it's okay
Yeah, Coral
because,
has dark vision.
because Hazel will. I'll just step behind
Luna has dark
Coral,
vision.
And then
or Luna,
does
and Hazel can speak and say, "Are there any caterpillars?"
and
in
then
there?"
does Titus have dark vision?
So Titus does have dark vision.
Okay, so
So you and I will walk behind them, holding on to them because they can see, but we can't. So they'll guide us.
yeah,
and
so
you'll speak.
so like Hazel grabs onto to Titus and
And
Big
Lita-
Goliath grabs onto little elf.
I'll
No,
go
big.
with
No,
this.
big. Okay, how about Big Goliath grabs onto Big Titus and
I'd
big
rather
but a
grab
little
onto
bit smaller
Luna.
for Herbold grabs onto little
I'd
elf.
rather grab onto Luna.
Okay.
You're the worst. So, all right. So those of us who have dark vision can see that there's actually, other than the door we just walked in from, that there's just a couple pieces of furniture in this room, but there's also 2 other doors. So there's a total of 3 doors, right? The one we just walked in from, and then one that's also going north, and one that's going east.
Let's go north.
Well, do we stay together, or for the sake of? Oh, by the way, this is taking 1 round at this point to go through the door. So we have
Let's
9.
see. So how about we all stay together except Carmelita has to go with somebody because like Hazel has the caterpillar's voice to guide her, and y'all have dark vision, but Carmelita doesn't have anything. So how about she goes with somebody, but the rest of us split up?
I'll go with Hazel, and then y'all can split up. Well, then they would both go to the second door, and you and I would go through the first door.
Wait, there's only 2 doors?
Well, there's 3, but we already came through one, so there's 2 to choose
Oh,
from.
okay. So then how about it's just like somebody? How about it's just like we both go with somebody with dark vision. So
That's kinda
Okay,
hard.
then I'll stay with Luna.
and I'll stay with Titus.
All right. So do you guys? Who wants to go north versus who wants to go to the right at least?
Luna and I will go north.
Okay. All right. So.
Wait, no. Can Hazel go that way? Cause
Okay,
Yeah.
fine, Hazel, because of her wonky eye. Luna and I will go to the east.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So how does this work? Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, could everybody at this table please roll either an investigation or a perception check?
See, I'm pretty sure I'm better at perception.
Yeah, so you're gonna want to look at your
Wisdom.
list here and see.
Investigation and perception are the same thing for me. So does it really matter?
Do you have
I
investigation?
don't have either.
What do you mean? You have both. You have both.
So investigation uses intelligence and perception.
Perception.
Right. So what your mom is
Uses
saying is that she's
wisdom.
not proficient at either. But now what I would look
But
at.
intelligence has +1, so you want to go with
Oh,
investigation.
okay. I'll do investigation.
But like
Okay.
both of them are +0, and I'm not proficient in any of them. So can I just like kind of do a neutral for this? Like I don't know which
do
one
I
I'm
roll
doing.
my 20?
Yes. And yes.
Okay.
I got a 6.
Do I have to
Yes.
roll a
And then
disadvantage
you can
because of my
add-
eye?
So 7.
I rolled a 17.
Okay. You rolled a 17.
But do I have to roll a disadvantage? Yes or no?
I'm
No.
going. Honestly, I know it's more fun to think that your eyes damaged. I'm gonna assume that you've gotten the pepper juice out at this point.
My eye's damaged. My eye's damaged.
Your eye's fine. Move on.
But it's investigation,
She's
so
gonna write this into her.
it's
backstory.
investigation. So I don't really need to because like perception. Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so for Luna,
Luna, did you roll your 20?
so investigation, you're not proficient in perception. You are proficient. Oh, and okay. So here's what I would suggest doing: perception. You get, because you're proficient at it.
Oh, that's +4.
That means you have to add
added
the
all
+2.
together. It's
and-
+4 added all together.
And because it's wisdom, you can add that +2. So you can add 4.
Nice. Roll a 20 and then you get 24.
Oh. 13.
All
Poor
right,
Woody.
Perfect. So while Alita and Titus can't detect anything in the room, both Hazel and Luna.
And that's 2 rooms because we split up.
Right. I think splitting up is
Good
the right
job,
way to go.
Luna.
Okay, so we detected the caterpillars.
Oh.
With my voice?
Yeah. So again, we have to find 4. We've found 2, but we also have to actually
Catch them?
capture them or
Okay.
convince them. Actually, here they use the word like to convince them to come with them. So at this point, we could roll. This is your choice: either animal handling, or you could possibly succeed with a sleight of hand. But I will tell you.
Could I also roll? Could I also roll a persuasion because I have speech with beast and leaf?
Yeah, how does that work? I don't remember.
Or whatever. Speech of beast and leaf. You have the ability to communicate in a limited manner with beasts, plants, and vegetation. They can understand the meaning of your words, though you have no special ability to understand them in return.
Oh.
Oh.
So.
Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, it says you have advantage on all charisma checks to influence them. But still, that could be helpful in this
So you can
situation.
influence them.
Even
you
if
just
I can't understand them.
them.
Yeah, for the prawns earlier, that didn't count because I couldn't understand them.
Uh,
But I was still crying.
All right, so here's how we're gonna play this. All of us can either choose to make the animal handling check, which has a relatively low bar to pass that. We could choose to try to use a sleight of hand if, for whatever reason, our stats are more favorable to that, but the difficulty level on that is a little bit higher. Or, in your case,
Persuasion.
you can try to persuade them.
And I have +1.
And how I'm gonna run say to them to persuade them, and based off of how convincing that is, I'll determine the difficulty level myself.
Half what they might want.
You can't fix everything with money. The last time we played her character who accumulated all the money.
I know that. I'm just trying to see if we have any like leaves or something like that.
You could just try being sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, this isn't going to hurt them. It's going to make them famous, right? Like, what are we doing? Why are we getting these caterpillars?
Because she needs like the silk. But often the way silk is made is they burn the pupas with the caterpillars inside.
What?
I read a book, and often how silk is made is is whenever the caterpillars make their pupa, they boil it, and the caterpillars die, and then they use the silk from the pupa to make dresses. That is why I in real life am against silk.
Okay, how is she going to convince them to come and be dead?
Oh,
you said that nobody gets hurt or dies. You said the caterpillars don't get hurt or die. He said they don't. So they know a way to do it.
He didn't specify.
Yes, he did. He said the caterpillars do not get hurt or die.
I don't think he did.
Roll it back. He said that.
I can't roll it back without stopping recording.
You can add the two.
I know, but I don't want them to not see this.
So any number of characters may participate, and they may use magical assistance as long as the caterpillars aren't harmed. So
But that's by us, not by them.
Yeah, what she's saying.
Are you sure? I swear you said that in this. Whenever we first started talking about the challenges.
He didn't. He said that he didn't know if they got hurt.
The only other thing it says is Madame Culp is adamant about the caterpillar's safety.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she's just saying, hey, you cannot bring me any dead or harmed caterpillars.
Okay. So basically, we're sending them to their death because she needs them for silk. But all of those, like she came with like a dress full of caterpillars. They live on her.
Yeah, like she even has clothes that she made for them. She didn't say
she loves the caterpillars.
Yeah, she didn't say what she was going to do with them once they're captured. For all we know, she's going to put them right back in here for the next game.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're her friends.
But like all this isn't like deterring Hazel morally. I'm just trying to think like we can't tell them what their fate is gonna be. Do we have like any leaves? Is it like easily accessible? Do we have any sort of thing made out of leaves?
I suppose if you wanted, we could kind of retroactively decide that you still have some crumbs or something from the pot stickers that we ate earlier.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So they like.
Wait, let's say I didn't finish all the pot stickers. I still have like 1 or 2 left.
Okay.
I just would talk them into like living in the world above the ground, right? With all
I don't know how to do that without bribing them.
All of the creatures that
all the creatures that want to eat them.
No, that she loves. They live on her dress and like they're her like she's the cat lady. Like she takes care of them. She lives for them. Okay.
How about this? Hey, little caterpillar guy. What's up? You see, we're trying to get you into the outside world, to keep you safe from all the rats and ants and stuff like that might want to kill and eat you down here. And I have a few pot stickers if you come up there. So can you please come with me up to the overground?
All right. So we're gonna roll. Did it say in the spell like what type of roll it was? I don't remember.
No, it didn't say that, but all it said was like.
Oh, that you can communicate.
Yeah, it said I can communicate. It says you have an advantage on all charisma checks you make to influence them.
Oh, okay. So let's do a charisma check.
Okay, and then I have a plus one. I'm not proficient in persuasion, but I do have a +1 charisma modifier.
Okay.
5. Okay. Luckily, I have advantage, and 17.
Why do you have advantage?
You have advantage on all charisma checks you make to influence them.
All right, you've made a very convincing argument. All right, so yes, this caterpillar just gonna
crawls onto me.
Yeah. All right, so we
I
have.
pet him.
Alright, so we have one.
So Luna and I have to go to our room and convince a caterpillar?
Yes,
well,
yes,
well,
yes.
y'all are already in your room,
It's already in the room.
but y'all can't talk with it.
Okay.
Okay.
Calm down. I'll
Alright.
capture it then.
Yeah, so you could do an animal handling, which is a wisdom check.
Do I have that?
Let's see, so you,
I have a plus
we all
one
have it,
wisdom.
but you're not proficient with animal handling. Or the sleight of hand, but you're not proficient in. So I would do.
Is she? Animal hand or sleight of hand? No.
Well, she's the only one who noticed it, right?
She's not
Yeah.
proficient in either.
So I will say that the animal handling is easier for this.
She's
I'm
the
not
only one who
supposed to
noticed
say
it, right?
that. But I'm guessing she would have said, hey,
Okay.
it's over there.
Okay,
Alright.
so we're gonna animal handle.
Yes, so roll a 20-sided die and add your wisdom modifier.
What's my wisdom modifier? My intelligence? Oh, it's a negative.
Yeah, there's a difference between wisdom and intelligence.
Well,
12.
well,
So just an 11.
well, if I can't understand the animals in return, then there's something wrong with my backstory. Because in my backstory, I had a conversation with plants who pointed me to the wolves.
All right. Well, I don't know. Did you roll anything yet?
No, roll your 20.
Alright. So it's up to you, because I will say that your roll was good enough that the caterpillar trusts you, and it's going to come to you as well. So
So we have two caterpillars. We
there's
just
only
need
one, so she really doesn't need to roll. Oh,
She-
and maybe it's
She
a good
rolled a
thing
nat
that you-
one?
Yeah.
She rolled a nat
All right.
one.
Well, it's a good thing that Alita.
But
is
doesn't that
already-
mean that something horrible happens for the both of them if
Well-
she rolled a nat one?
Technically, that wasn't necessary because she already
Yeah,
had the
because I already
caterpillar.
have
Okay.
the caterpillar.
All right. So in each of our rooms, there is another door. So I'm assuming at this point we're just going to each go through the next door.
Okay.
Okay. So we're each going to go through the next door. We'll start with you. Can you roll an investigation or perception check again, just like we did last time?
Bailey.
Investigation or perception?
Are we in a new room?
Yeah.
Investigation or perception? I'm gonna roll investigation because of my eye. I think I'd have to roll like a disadvantage in perception. So 12 and then plus 0 intelligence. Okay, so just 12.
Put that
All
over
right.
there, out of the way.
So Titus rolled the same thing, and
The exact same thing?
yeah. And as far as we can tell, we don't think there's any caterpillars in here. We don't detect anything. And you guys have gone into your next room. Wait a minute here. We were both over here. Oh, it turns out. Wait a minute. This should be easy, Josh. You can do this. We're in there. We split. It turns out what we do detect, though, even though we can't detect any caterpillars, is that we've been rejoined by Luna and Alita.
Okay.
So now you guys do a perception or whatever the other check was.
So I roll my 20?
Yes.
6.
Yeah, 6.
All right. So I can already tell you that you're not going to detect any caterpillars. So
Wait, which one are you rolling though? Investigation or perception?
What do you mean?
That's important. Let's see. So investigation is intelligence. You have plus 1 intelligence, and the perception is perception. Wisdom. You have minus 1 wisdom. So if you're rolling investigation, that's plus 1. So does a 7 make it?
nope.
Okay.
Well, I'm not allowed to say anything. All I'm saying is that so
Okay,
far
Pearl, you go.
the three of us haven't
Luna
detected any caterpillars. What'd you roll?
Either a 5 or a 2. I'm pretty sure that's a 2.
So she didn't detect it.
Yeah, either way, she also hasn't detected any caterpillars.
Yes, 2.
So we need to move on to another room?
Yeah, so there's one door, other than the ones that we've come through.
Okay, so let's
So we'll
go
go
there.
to the next one. So by the way, that was probably what, round 3, I'm guessing? I should probably keep track of this.
Surely we're going to get a caterpillar before round 10.
Wait, we both already have 2 caterpillars. We just have to get.
That's what I'm saying. We
2
just need
more.
1 more.
No, we need 2 more.
We need 4 caterpillars?
We need 4.
Yeah.
I thought we needed 3.
No,
Four.
we need 4. We need
Yeah.
4.
Okay, 2 more caterpillars.
Okay, so we go into the next room, and how do I want to handle this? All right, everybody, same thing.
Roll your 20.
Yeah.
I got a 10.
I got a nat 1. 15.
Okay. So 15. I rolled a 20. You rolled a 10. You rolled a nat 1.
Does that mean I like block other people's vision?
Yeah. So
why is there so many nat 1s in this game?
So
Because Hazel's in a very negative energy space.
No, she's got 2 nat 1s and Coral got the 3rd one.
So we don't detect any caterpillars, and I rolled a 20. And I don't know why I cannot keep Luna and Hazel straight. Hazel, for her part, has found a piece of yarn, and it takes us a few minutes to convince her that that's not a caterpillar.
Oh, God.
Does that like an extra round?
I would ignore the fact that that would technically take extra rounds, but see, okay, this is where you shouldn't let your DM play as a player. If I was a neutral DM, I would have to say, yeah, let's lose a round.
Then we lose the round. I say let's be
Alright.
neutral. We lose a round.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, Hazel, for ruining it again.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
So
I'm
far,
sorry. At least I got a caterpillar.
so far she's screamed all the way through the first event. The second event, she had to tap out, and she had pepper juice in her eye, and now we lost a round because she got.
I found a piece of string.
I don't think this was what's the name of that show, Survivor?
Yeah, she'd be dead.
Yeah, I don't think it would take long to vote someone off the island. Luckily, I'm not playing Survivor. So,
I'm gonna go throw this away.
the only other thing we noticed, besides again some old unused furniture and a piece of yarn, is that there's one door out of this room, other than the one we just came
Right, so we go through that door.
through. Right. So we go through that door, and we go through the same process again. Let's roll an intelligence or.
I got a 9.
All right.
I got a 6.
All right. I think I go. What's my? I got a 13.
Can't tell if this is a 2 or 5.
I think it's a 2.
But either way, it's low enough that you would not detect a caterpillar if there was one in here. But there is one in here. Titus was able to detect it with his 13. So we know there's a caterpillar. Now we have to convince this caterpillar to come with us.
Your dice?
Okay.
You can read them better?
So first I feel like Titus should roll something.
That he should go first?
Yeah, because he was the one who detected it.
Alright, I'm going to try animal handling. So I'll roll a 20. I'm not proficient in animal handling. And there's no, if the modifier would be wisdom, which is 0. So, a 2.
I thought you were going to roll a 20.
Please.
That's smart. I like that. Unfortunately, I rolled a 20-sided die. I did not roll a 20 on it. I got a 2. So I was trying to convince this animal to come with me, this caterpillar, and he's not interested. If we go in the order of initiative that we initially rolled, I think you would be next.
Me?
Yeah, so 20-sided die, do an animal handling check.
18? That's pretty good.
That's good enough for sure. So you've convinced the caterpillar to come with you. So here's our situation.
Let's just say I've gotten 66% of the caterpillars so far that are with us.
Okay, so you have the 2. I couldn't remember who had the other one.
Yes.
So you've got 2. You've got 1. And at this point, we know that there's no other caterpillars in this room. There's also no other doors than the one that we came through.
Okay, so we probably have to like go back.
So we have to go back. And I will also say that we know that the room we came out of doesn't have any caterpillars. Because, and this is where I'm mixing us versus the characters, but Titus rolled a 20.
Yeah.
So we know if there was one there, he would have seen one.
Yeah.
So I'm going to save us a round. We're going to skip the room that we had come out of and just go straight to the room prior, which was the room where we first came back together, and all 4 of us were not able to detect a caterpillar.
Okay.
Which logically does not mean
But it's not there.
that it's not there.
It just might be an incognito caterpillar.
Right. So let's once again see if there's a caterpillar in this room.
Hopefully,
So we all roll?
Hopefully
Yep.
Hazel doesn't find a piece of yarn this time.
Yeah.
That's
Stay away from the
18.
yarn.
Okay, 18.
7.
All right.
11. 18.
And 11?
18.
Okay, I heard the 18. I rolled a 16. So either way, I was just curious to see what Coral rolled. So for sure, Luna. No, you're Luna. Hazel and Titus have detected. Whoa! I don't know how we missed it the first time,
But there's a
definitely
caterpillar.
a caterpillar here. So any of the four of us can now try to convince it to come with us. We can either do the animal handling. I don't know if you want to use.
So do we all roll again?
Yeah, let's do that.
I wanna try to
I got a
do
14.
I wanna try to do persuasion again, and I kind of say the same thing as the last caterpillar.
But are any of us high enough to?
Well,
to
technically, if we're gonna do the order of initiative, then I go first, and I rolled high enough to.
convince it?
Yeah.
Then let's do it. We've got our 4. Let's go give it to the madam and move on.
Okay. So we've successfully completed this. Is there anything else just to read to you at the end here?
You didn't do anything.
What?
That's not true. You
can
led
see-
me into light.
That's
I
right.
know.
Otherwise, she might have just like been bouncing in the
You
walls.
led me in the dark.
Yeah.
No door here. No door here.
I only got that
Yeah,
caterpillar
because he detected it, but still,
she-
she didn't get a caterpillar, so does she get any renown points?
Quiet coyotes.
Okay, Hazel, you've literally damaged every single thing you've done.
At least I got a caterpillar.
I mean, good, or I was gonna throw you to the wolves.
No, the wolf wouldn't eat me. They love
That's
me.
her family.
They love me.
I know. I was gonna be like, she's your problem.
Here you
Okay.
go, you can have her back.
Mhm.
So,
To win is dessert.
in all seriousness, I assume we're talking real world and not in-game world.
Unless you have coconut desserts.
I have cookies and cream ice cream
Yeah.
with whipped cream,
Yeah.
chocolate,
I'll get them.
sprinkles,
Yeah. Okay, Bailey's on dessert.
and there's also mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Ew.
Chocolate chip mike.
Give me your
I love mint
I know.
chocolate.
So does Bailey. I don't like mint. I like
So-
mint in my ice cream.
So, first off, Coral, mint chocolate chip or cookies and cream?
Mint.
Mint chocolate chip.
You all both like mint chocolate chip?
I do not. I like cookies and cream.
Okay, you like mint chocolate. Okay, cookies and cream and chocolate chip.
Do you
Okay.
want cookies and cream or mint chocolate chip?
Mint chocolate chip.
Okay. Do you want whipped cream, sprinkles, drizzled, or just plain? I mean, just chocolate drizzled.
Wow. That's hard. I have chocolate. Yes.
Then
I'll
you-
take whipped cream and chocolate.
Okay.
Don't
And
overdo
how many
it.
scoops?
14.
Too much.
Okay, let me tell you how many scoops. 14.
It does
The
say
universe
14.
agrees with me. I'll take 3.
3, and then Coral?
3.
3, okay.
Did you see what just happened? Or more specifically, what didn't happen?
She didn't ask you. You don't get ice cream. You gotta stay
Now, you
focused.
get your own ice cream.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, we're
Chris,
the guests. We're the
did it
guests.
again?
Yeah,
That
we
is
are the
valid.
guests.
That is valid.
Yes.
Okay.
This is not my house.
Should I just come out there to help make things quicker, or should I
No,
continue
Bailey,
talking?
you're gonna continue talking. Y'all told me this would take 2 hours. I should have been 11. It's 2:17.
No, we weren't ready to play at 11.
Either
Okay.
way,
And
even
it-
if I showed up at noon, it didn't take 2
It
hours.
does go out. I've seen this go here from 2 to 4 hours before.
That you did not tell me.
He said 2 to 3 hours earlier.
No, whenever they first invited me,
No,
they
because
said 2
when we
hours.
started playing, he was like, these games usually take 2-3 hours.
Well, it's still been over 3
All right,
hours.
I've noticed this the whole time, but I've been holding it in. But now I have to ask, what's the blue thing on your ear? It looks like Play-Doh or something.
No, it's headphone.
Oh, the head. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
You thought she put Play-Doh on her.
I didn't know what was going on. All right, so technically at this point, the characters that have done all 3 market games can level up, but
Hazel can't.
the DM would probably let that slide. But I think for the sake of time, we won't level up right now. We'll level up like after the adventure
Okay.
because it
that's
takes
fine.
away picking new spells and. Blah,
Oh yeah. We're gonna level up later,
Okay, so
except for Hazel.
So Madam Culp thanks us for collecting these
Caterpillars.
results for us. Oh yeah, collecting the. Thank you very much.
Guys,
So
I found a caterpillar.
do
You
we?
did get a caterpillar.
Coral, do you just want chocolate or do you want whipped cream and sprinkles too?
I'll have whipped cream, please.
Chocolate.
Okay.
It's funny that she said, Right.
I found a caterpillar. I did find a caterpillar.
You did.
Bailey,
But
see,
actually-
I did find one.
Actually, that's the caterpillar.
Technically, this is a caterpillar too.
It looks like a sad caterpillar.
Fine, I found 2 caterpillars. Ha.
All right. So, as we're discussing and making small talk with Madame Culp, she shares that her caterpillars become nervous whenever she walks them around Kaimo or Zungun. So, for some reason, there must be something at those two stalls that make her caterpillars nervous.
I think we're out of whipped cream.
Yeah, it is running low, I guess we're out now. She also says that she doesn't believe either Lamai or Kusa would ever intentionally harm each other due to the damage it would cause to.
I'm not really that much because we're almost out, Coral.
Okay.
I'll fix it for Mom.
That's okay.
That's fine.
So due to the damage the feud has already caused with their parents, and also Madame Culp thinks that Cassim has some sort of a strange pet because she's seen him feeding oranges to a weird monkey-like creature. But
and monkeys are little thieves too.
her eyes, she's old, and her eyes aren't
I believe her.
good, so she's not sure what
I
she
believe her.
saw and didn't see.
I think we've just solved the puzzle.
So
It's that one monkey from what was it called? A Night at the Museum, where he stole it.
We have
Because they're thieves.
Yeah.
We have our first thing of ice cream. Thank you. Coral.
Let me see, Coral.
Yummy.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay. Remind me of your order again, Mother.
Bailey, you can't remember my order. It
No,
had two
I
things:
cookies and cream, and then I don't remember like whipped cream.
whipped cream and chocolate syrup.
Okay. No sprinkles.
No, I don't eat sprinkles.
Yeah, me
Blech.
neither.
Go.
So, at this point, 3 of us have 3 points of renown, which is the max that we can get. Do we want to circle back to the other tents and see if there's more information that we had not received previously?
I mean, how do we explore this monkey thief? Because I think that's actually the answer we've been looking for.
All right. I read this over and over, and I still haven't memorized everything. Give me a second here.
I'm right, aren't I? It is the monkey. You said you read it over and over.
Okay, technically I do know. I'm just saying I can't. It's not just like you just tell me what it is and that's it,
It's
right?
the monkey.
Well, we
You
have
have
to prove some things, or at least get somebody to confess, right?
Make the monkey confess.
Don't we have to capture the monkey or something like that? All right. So at this point, other information we've maybe gotten for some other vendors include that. Let's see. Okay, some people think that the Taimo and Zungun shops might be haunted because people passing by have tripped when there was nothing in their way.
They're not haunted.
One vendor describes seeing a blue monkey near.
The monkey.
Yeah. Let's see. At this point, we know the following facts. We know that nobody has seen members of either the Taimo family or the Zungun family sabotaging the other family's stand.
Because they haven't done it. They're innocent. I knew that from the beginning.
V, we already know this. We've confirmed this directly ourselves. V is leaving the market, making Cassim's future uncertain. Because there's some doubt as to whether the business runs well enough that Cassim can do it himself. And Cassim has also been reported to be behaving strangely and seems to be kind of focused on the Taimo and Zungun stands. So
is he training his monkey to go do these things? But really, I just think it's unrelated, that whole like brother leaving and he's.
What about the blue monkey?
I don't. Yeah, the blue monkey.
monkey.
That's his. Yeah, it's his monkey. But I don't think that has anything to do with whether his business is going to succeed or fail when his brother leaves. I just think
The
that
monkey is like a manifestation of his rage or something like that.
of his what? His rage or fear? Maybe his fear. No, but why would the blue monkey be stealing from the people?
Because they're a monkey. They don't know any better. Okay. Dad, mint chocolate chip or whipped cream? I mean, mint chocolate chip or cookies and cream?
could I please have cookies and cream
Okay,
with
mint
sprinkles
chocolate
on
chip
it?
it is.
Huh?
Mint chocolate chip it is. Okay. Okay, cookies and cream.
Please.
Okay. And then you don't want like chocolate or whipped cream, it's just sprinkles?
If there is whipped cream left, I would gladly take some, but otherwise, just the sprinkles are fine.
Okay.
Okay, so what's next?
Well, that's up to you guys. It's up to the group. It sounds like we have a suspect. We could maybe go and investigate their tent. See what we can find. I don't know yet if there's any point in. Let's see. I'm debating. What does it say here about us going to? Yeah. So we could go and investigate. Maybe we could try confronting him without bothering investigating his tent. We could maybe bring the little information we have.
How many scoops?
As many as possible, but 4 if we're using an actual number. So we could share the information that we have.
What do you suggest we do?
I would suggest that maybe we go and okay. If the motivation is let's try to speed this up and get us to a faster end,
Let's confront the guy.
confronting him is probably the fastest way to do it.
I want to confront him.
All right. So we walk around the market trying to find Cassine. We've already met him, so we know what he looks like. So we are able to find him at some point.
Wait, sprinkles?
Oh, they're in the pantry. So when we first kind of approach him, we're not hardcore quite yet.
Yeah, that'll can.
All right, so just throw it out,
Okay.
please.
Throw it or set it.
Run away.
Correct. Yeah, so he kind of laughs it off at first. He says there's a lot of gossip in the market that everybody has idle time to just talk about stuff.
I don't trust him.
But could everybody roll an insight check,
It's
which is why just roll the 20? So
Wait,
So we know
I
he's
want to roll
lying.
it. I want to roll it.
So we know he's lying.
I rolled a nat 1.
Run! I rolled a 19.
So Titus says this guy's definitely lying.
He's lying.
At 12.
I got a 19. I know he's lying.
Oh yeah. Okay, so 3 of us. It's cracking me up how Hazel has consistently been the outsider on this group.
Ridiculous.
So the 3 of us know for sure this guy's definitely hiding something. Whereas Hazel immediately buys in. He's like, "Yep, that checks." So at this point, do we want to?
Kill him.
I mean,
Am I giving you too much sprinkles?
what'd you say, sweetheart?
I think I gave you too much sprinkles.
No, we just gotta make him confess.
Right. So.
But Hazel ain't gonna help you because
Because she already believes him.
All right, thank you.
Hazel's gullible.
Yeah. She's like, "What are you guys doing? Why are you hassling this nice old man?" All right. So what are the factoids that we have? The way that we have this set up, we need to mention some of the specific factoids that we have.
What's
Maybe,
a factoid?
well, like, what is
Like what we know?
Yeah, what do
We
we
know he has a monkey. And we know that the monkey has been seen getting things from those shops.
All right, so we checked one of the boxes. We know about the monkeys. So if we can convince, how do I? I'm probably not doing this the way at the end. So yeah, what are the other things that we know that are incriminating to him?
We know he's crazy. No, we know that he has motivation for keeping these families keeping them feuding.
And what's the motivation?
Coral, what's the motivation?
Thank you, Bailey.
Bailey, what's the motivation that he has? It keeps the townspeople happy. It keeps them gossiping, so they're not looking too closely at him. What?
Hazel ain't gonna help you because
Yeah, but could you just say, "Oh yeah, but I do remember"?
No, she will not want. She is gonna buy him, but it's gonna be big new locker.
Well, Titus, what's the motivation?
Well,
He didn't do anything wrong.
so Titus, so could we ask about the monkeys? And then Titus also mentions, hey, we know your brother's leaving.
Yeah, we knew that.
And at that point, Cassim becomes a little bit agitated. He says he feels a little bit betrayed by his brother because he's abandoning their business. Honestly, this third point, I don't think we ever uncovered this other information. So what we can do, what it said is if we mention 2 out of the 3, then if we succeed on a charisma check, whether it's intimidation or persuasion, then he...
He'll confess.
Yeah, I should be saying this though, because I'm basically...
Okay, so charisma check. How do we check our charisma?
So it's going to be either...
Oh, I have a +3 charisma.
Right. And if you are proficient in either intimidation or persuasion, these are in alphabetical order, so you're not proficient there.
I have it checked. Intimidation.
Oh, was I on the wrong line? Oh, yeah. Okay, so not only can you add your 3, but you can add +2.
Okay. So +5.
Yes.
I have 19.
Okay.
That's enough.
Yeah.
So he confessed. Game over.
Yeah, so he confesses. How do I want to handle this? I don't want to sell. There you go.
And Hazel is over here being like, I know you yourself just said that, but I think you're crazy. Your argument before was correct.
Yeah, I think Hazel would probably do something like that. Like, why are you caving into these
Hazel,
guys?
go talk to the mushrooms outside.
So, basically what Cassim says is that he realizes that with his brother leaving, that he didn't really have the ability to keep the business going himself, because it's kind of a newer business and that sort of thing. So what he was hoping he could do was he could basically take advantage of issues between these other 2 businesses that he was stirring up, and that he would be able to swoop in and buy one of them out, because one of those family businesses was a stronger business than his, that he would be able to run that one. What he was doing with the monkeys are actually creatures called windlings, who are like these blue monkey bat things who can also turn invisible. So the monkeys weren't evil or anything like that. I should say the windlings weren't evil, but he was giving them persimmons. Did I say that right?
Mm-hmm.
So the oranges to go and take things from the other stalls and that sort of thing. They thought they were just playing. They didn't realize they were doing anything wrong.
Obviously.
Yeah.
They're monkeys.
So,
They're Windland. What?
so
No, they're Windland. Or whatever.
So as he's confessing, and we've been maybe a little bit loud in our efforts to intimidate and convince him, we've drawn a little bit of a crowd, including the Zungoon and the other family.
So now they're going to reward us heavily.
Right. So both families
Makeup.
Yeah. So even though initially they thought the other person had done it, so like one was thinking, hey, I'm going to give them lifetime supply. Now they're both going to give us lifetime supplies.
I called it at the beginning.
Yeah.
And Hazel denies the fish.
And they're each going to chip in 100 gold pieces, so there's 200 we can split between them.
Ooh, that's 50 each. But I don't know if we should give Hazel the full
Yeah.
50.
Maybe like
Maybe
1.
we could give her 10.
Yeah.
Hazel's still like, what's going on? Why did you confess to this? This thing that you did it too.
Yeah.
Um,
Hey, I got the caterpillar for y'all. I'm just saying.
that's
I got 2 calculators. I got
Okay,
it.
you did.
And the local market guards are showing up. They're going to lead Cassim away and tell him that he can never come back to the market. And I think that's basically...
Hazel yells behind them. You arrested him for nothing. He's delusional.
Yeah, so that's basically...
Maybe Hazel and Cassim could go off and start a shop.
It does say here, market guards usher Cassim from the market and forbid him from returning unless the characters intercede on his behalf. Which I think Hazel would. She's still in denial that he even did it.
Okay, so Hazel intercedes. So what happens?
So some of the background information that we wouldn't necessarily have learned already but they have it as like extra information here. So apparently, many of these market stalls are family businesses that are owned by families, but you can be adopted.
Family businesses that are owned by families?
Yeah, I think so. But you can be adopted into the family. So if somebody has insisted, which Hazel has, then one of the families feels bad because Christine and his brother, have been there. They've gotten to know them. So they offer to adopt him into their family so he can participate in their family business as long as he promises no more deceit.
Okay,
Which
and he does. So we saved the whole.
Yep.
All of them. God, we're good.
Now we have a lifetime supply of food, 50 gold pieces each. And that checks, right? Do you want me to run it for? That's 50.
Well, I said it, so yes.
All right. And that's the end.
Game over. Woo! See y'all.
Okay. So yeah.
Look at this beautiful photo I took of Billy.
That was the game. Hope you enjoyed it. We might make a part 2. Who knows? And yeah, that's kind of all.
Hazel screaming.
That's kind of all. Ignore what she just showed you.
POV Hazel screaming outside.